it's a clear night. Screens glowing blue, got the facts in my headlights. Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. 𝗺•cie and 𝗲𝗃, I'ma read them like Psalms. 𝗃𝗵 throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just ride a slow grind. Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 𝗃𝗍𝗄. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtleboys riding in the reckoning gon' come. 𝗲𝗃 in the back room, 𝗺cie on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. Truth got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame, this about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, gliding. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, guys. We just all down to the city blocks. We just riding slow, guys.
Welcome to the weekend live show.
508 is where I'm from.
We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night. Let us know in the comments right now where you reppin'.
𝗵𝗵 Junction, Taunton, Worcester, Long Island, Manchard, South Florida, Webster, Malden, Framingham, Tucson, Wichita, Billerica, Salem, Gloucester, Moosop, Connecticut, Charleston, South Carolina, Roslindale, Moosop, Connecticut, London, Hanson, Glendale, Arizona, Lynn, Mapleville, Quincy.
Food stamps, leave your clothes, buddy, and then we're
You a funny ass guy, man.
Have you ever heard of Turtleboy? Yeah? Are you a fan?
508 is where I'm from.
Hey, what's up?
508 is where I'm from.
How was that?
You a freaking idiot! Stop telling people that I'm mentally deranged and stupid.
Call me Aidan. He's more a doctor, but...
Get out of my store, please.
You're a fucking loser.
You are a loser.
You're not a journalist. You're nobody. You're not turtle hair. Don't make such fun of the criminal justice system.
NFL on the house, blog out.
Let's get this party started.
We're good. All right, we're good. Sorry about the delay. What's going on, everybody? We're good. No, 5150 did not break in. Did not break in. We're good here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aidan Kearney. I'm muted. Are you fucking kidding me? Audio, testing. I'm not muted. You're muted. Why are people saying muted? Am I muted? No? No, I'm not. So what are people talking about? Fuck off. All right. So who's the asshole that said I was muted? You're fired. All right. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Aidan Kearney. You can call me a variety of nicknames if you like, up to and including 𝗃𝗵𝗂𝗧𝗂𝗧. That's my true crime name. You can call me Journalism Jesus. That's my spiritual name. You can call me Uncle Turtleboy. Old school turtle riders call me that. 𝗺𝗿𝗲𝗺. You just call me Turtleboy if you want, or Turtle. That's what DePietro calls me. You can call me Dr. Turtleboy is my preferred pronoun of choice, because if 𝗳𝗿𝗂𝗺 is a doctor, then I'm definitely a doctor too. You can call me Daddy if you'd like. Some people might find that weird. Others might find it fun, flirtatious, playful, even sexy. You know, whatever you want to call me. You call me different kind of daddies: daytime daddy, brow daddy, drama daddy, not so drama free daddy. What else? I don't know. What am I forgetting? Why am I forgetting? I'm drawing a blank. Fridge daddy, obviously. Saint daddy, media daddy. I don't care what you call me. Just be here every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. sharp, and make sure you smash that subscribe button for me, and we'll have a great time, because we're gonna have a lot to talk about. So anyway, welcome aboard. So if you guys want to have your messages read out loud to the class tonight, you can click at the link at the top for something called Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtleboy. When you do that, you can pay whatever you want, say whatever you want, and I will read your message out loud to the class, and we can do it that way. So, but as you guys might have seen, like earlier in the day, let's see, earlier in the day, so apparently this is the new thing you guys might see out there. And I just want to clear this up to make it very clear. Let me see if I can find it. So 5150 has, well, you might have noticed that Krusty Panties has posted my elements of my phone extraction. And she's posting who I have a restraining order on her. Okay. And Krusty Panties is posting, she claims she's in full possession of my phone extraction. Okay. And she's posting communications between me and David Unetti and me and Alan Jackson and others. Okay. And keep in mind, I have an order on her, and so does Lauren Murray. And inside that phone extraction are intimate images, I guess you would say, of both of us. Okay. And now she is announcing to the world that she possesses them while both of us have an order against her, which is ill-advised to begin with. And so you might have asked, where did she get it? Right? Where could she get it from? And her answer, if I go on here, let's see what she says. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, so she says, this is not stealing. Okay. She's announcing that she got it from 5150. Okay. So this is not stealing. She says, Aidan really doesn't understand the word stealing. This is not the first time he's used to describe it as something that's clearly not stealing. So this is Aidan's version of Meredith stealing his phone extraction. So this is a message that I sent Meredith that she is using now to justify this. Okay. So when they first gave me my phone extraction, it was not compatible with the Mac for some reason. So Meredith had a computer and we plugged it into that, and she was going to download it, but it didn't work, as you're going to see. So this is in December of 2024. She goes, she wants me to get a babysitter so that we can download the phone extraction. And she goes, and I said, what do you mean it's going to take all night? Isn't it downloading now? She goes, you have to go through certain parts and pick what to download. This has been going on for an hour. Just get chats, just to get chats. I think what you'll want to do is go through in software and pick up useful stuff to PDF export. And I said, but I need to download the entire thing. I'm just going to tell Tim to tell Cosgrove to give us an easier download format. This is ridiculous. I want my phone back. This is absurd. And then January 2nd, I tell her, can you bring my phone 𝗃𝗏𝗏 thing and the computer and the printouts of the Proctor messages, which are not from, the Proctor messages are not from my phone extraction. Obviously, I wouldn't have those in my phone. But we got printouts of them at the last hearing, and she had them because she had everything. And she said, yep, I already packed the 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗺 thing and the computer. I'll pack papers now. Awesome. Thanks. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you meant to do something with the 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗺 thing Tuesday. I can show you the gist of how it works with those reports. You'll see what I mean. You can play around with it and look at everything, but it crashes when you try to generate an entire report. Okay? So in other words, she didn't download shit. I gave her the extraction. She tried downloading it and it didn't work because every time we tried doing it, it crashed because there was so much information. So then she's like, some things are starting to work with 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗺 on my mom's computer. This is December 15th. Okay. So in other words, it was unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. All right. And that brings us to this. On January 30th, she took my Apple Watch, of course, and decided that she was just going to hook it up to my phone and read all my messages. And she wanted to know more about some of the women that were messaging me. And so she took my phone extraction. She stole it. And I confronted her about it. Okay. And I said, you going through my phone extraction like that is such a violation, because she took my phone extraction because she wanted to learn more about who these women were. I go, that is such a violation. I'm scared of what you're going to do. I'm having so much anxiety because of what you threatened to do, because she's always threatening to post my messages with Karen Reed. She goes, I didn't go through it. I stumbled on it last week. So she just stumbled on my physical phone extraction, which was in my bag. She stole it out of my bag and she called it stumbling upon it. She just stumbled upon the phone extraction because I was looking for the background on a woman. I don't care about your past because you'd assured me that none of this was your present. I deserve to know you were lying about me. I'm not mad about this woman, other than I wish you didn't lie to me when I'd asked you so many times if you guys had hooked up. When trying to understand her hatred towards me, why not just be honest? It's not a big deal. I said, it's a big deal to me. You took my fucking phone extraction and you went through it. I didn't threaten anything. I just want the lies to stop. The woman was a major betrayal. So it's okay. So just so we recap this, December 15th, I give her the extraction to try to download it to a computer. It fails. She puts it in writing. It didn't work. January 2nd, I'm like, can I just get that back? She gives it back to me. I have it for 4 weeks, untouched. Okay. I go to the gym. She steals it. She plugs it into the computer. She downloads all the data within it. And now Krusty Panties has it. And I didn't send it to anyone. Okay. So that means there is only one person in the entire world who Krusty Panties could have gotten this from. Only one person in the entire world. There's no one else. Okay. And that person is 5150. Okay. And according to her, let's see this. Let's see what Krusty says. How does she try to pass this one off? Okay. No, that's the Mo account. You guys should all follow that. It's a good account. It's Mo5150. Follow her if you want the good shit. But he had the whole thing uploaded to a Google Doc with half the internet with access because he said it to anyone with the link can access. I never set up a Google Doc for this. Show me the Google Doc where I set up my phone extraction. I did not set up any Google Doc with my phone extraction. Nothing. So show me that. Show me the Google Doc. And so, yeah, they're publishing my messages on here. They're publishing my phone number, completely unredacted. David Yanetti's phone number, completely unredacted. And just remember, when you guys are watching this, for all the Karen, I support Karen Reed. You cannot support Karen Reed and Meredith O'Neill. You can't do it. You can't do it because Meredith O'Neill is now giving my phone extraction to Krusty Panties directly. So they talk now. They communicate. They're helping each other out. It's undeniable because how else could Krusty Panties have it? I didn't send my phone extraction to anyone. I didn't create a Google Drive. Show me the fucking Google Drive I created with my phone extraction. It doesn't exist. I'm a fucking boomer. I don't have any of that shit. I have a physical phone extraction. If I want, and I can't even fucking use it because it's not compatible with the Mac. So I can't even read my own fucking messages. It's like, so show me it. Show me the Google Drive. Show me the Google Drive. Show me. Can you do that? Let me see it. Let me see it. So she's publishing all this shit out there. And just remember, she is giving this to a person who wants Karen Reed in jail for the rest of her life. And that person is now doxing, actual doxing, like real doxing, like putting his fucking phone number out there in private messages of David Yannetti and Alan Jackson. And if you support Meredith, you do not support Karen Reed. You certainly don't support her attorneys. You also don't support her because she went to the police and tried to fucking hurt Karen Reed. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that for a minute, okay? Because this is a fact, too. So this is an email that she sent to the Holden Police, Detective Parker, on December 10th that somebody got in a FOIA, a public records request. And in this email, this is after Meredith has a thing pinned to the top of her Twitter account, a wiretapped phone call. Okay. She illegally recorded me on October 14th and published it. And don't even be like, oh, it's the same thing as Karen. Bitch, I didn't publish shit. I didn't do anything. Having something that no one knows about and publishing it for the fucking world to see are two completely different things. All right. And so this is an email that she wrote to the Holden Police on December 10th after they were questioning her about the illegal wiretap phone calls that she's posted everywhere. Good evening, Lieutenant Parker. Please see below as discussed. Illegal recording of Karen Reed. A list of people who heard the recording as if she knows. I guess everyone's heard it because she published it on the internet. He named a few others, but these are certain. Karen Reed's number, it's redacted here, is below. The last time I spoke with her, she was hoping this would be investigated. Screenshots and discussion of the phone extraction and watch claims. See document attached. If you have questions and would like to talk again tomorrow, please reach out. I'm happy to talk again with blank on the phone. Doesn't say who blank is. Okay. and assigns Meredith O'Neill CPA. So just to be clear, she claims here that the last time I spoke with Karen Reed, she was hoping this would be investigated. That is completely untrue. Karen Reed did not ask Meredith O'Neill to go to the police, the Holden police, a town that Karen doesn't live in and Meredith doesn't live in, and use and try to have me charged with wiretapping, but only because Meredith is being charged potentially with wiretapping. A criminal complaint application has been filed against her for that, and we are awaiting a clerk's hearing on that. And I don't see how she's not charged. And so Karen Reed, what if you are the problem with Meredith is I haven't committed any crimes against her. So she has nothing to tell the police that I've done to her. So that means she needs to like find other people and drag them into it. And so she dragged Karen Reed into her bullshit. And in doing so, she lied to the police and she lied to Karen because she told the police, Karen knows I'm down here. Karen told me to do this. No, she didn't. As it turns out, we have since discovered Karen wanted nothing to do with this. Absolutely fucking nothing. Karen does not want any of this. Karen did not ask for that recording to be made public at all. And I didn't make shit public. She did. Meredith O'Neill did. She made all of this public. Okay? She did all of this. And as you saw yesterday, the O'Keefe family's all over it. They're like, oh, cool. Thanks. Thanks, Meredith. Thanks for that. Thanks for putting that out there. I think we'll use this in a court filing to try to prevent Karen from getting her phone back. Right? And so now Meredith's attorney, now Karen's attorneys have to use more of their billable hours, maybe have another fundraiser. Maybe can you get on that, DJ? Can we have the oops, Meredith fucked around? Can we get that fundraiser? Because you're going to need it. Because now they're going to have to, billable hours and write up motions and argue this to respond to this. Okay. Because Karen Reed does not want that getting out. Because as you see, they took one 10-second fucking recording and misinterpreted it. They even lied about what he said. Diller said in his filing that Karen Reed said, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Do you have any idea what's on my phone? That's not what she said. She said, again, a fucking again. Do you have any idea what's like? And what preceded that, of course, was she's blaming me for Tully coming into her life. Why did Meredith choose that clip? Well, she chose that clip to release because she thought that people would be like, oh, see, Aidan did Karen wrong. Let's put that one out there. Not realizing that, oops, you left a part in there that you knew that they were going to jump over. Because these are bad faith actors. There's nothing incriminating at all on Karen Reed's phone. Saying, do you have any clue what's on my phone? Private, confidential shit is on my phone. Nudes. Who the fuck knows what's on her phone? You're going to give your phone over to a bunch of animals who are like, well, no nudes so far. Oh, yeah, let's just give your phone to them. Yeah. Do you have any clue what's on my phone? Do you have any clue who's going to be looking at my phone? That's what that was over. Okay? That was a private disagreement between two people that was never meant to see the light of day, ever. But Meredith O'Neill decided, nope, I'm going to blow this up. And she did. She 1000% did it. She admitted it to me on the phone when we last spoke, and she was basically begging for forgiveness and wanted this to end and wanted no part of this anymore. But then she changed her mind a week later. Okay? She did it all. She did all of this. And, she likes to record our conversations. Maybe she can play that part where she admitted that on the phone. Maybe she should play that part. We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, that's, if you're wondering why it's out there, it's because she put it out there. She gave this phone extraction to Karen Reed to Krusty Panties. And Krusty Panties isn't in the part. Krusty Panties isn't interested in the part about me. She's in this to hurt David Yannetti and Alan Jackson. She's already tagging them and shit and like doing stuff like that. And remember, Meredith O'Neill did all of this. Meredith O'Neill gave them to Kate Peter. It is impossible for them to get her any other way because I've never sent them to anyone. I've never created a Google Drive. I can't even access it on my fucking computer. She did it. She did it all. And so just know that all the Meredith O'Neill supporters out there, the few of you left, she's trying to hurt your girl, Karen Reed. Okay? Karen Reed just wants her fucking phone back. And so she can move on to her life. That became more difficult because Meredith O'Neill released that audio. That became more difficult because Meredith O'Neill is releasing this phone extraction now. So there we go. Just remember that. Don't ever pretend to give a fuck about Karen Reed and be like, yeah, but Meredith's cool too. No. Not today, Satan. Not today. So anyway, this will be dealt privately. I'm not going to discuss what we're doing about this, but I just want to explain why my messages with David Yannetti and Alan Jackson are out there, and God knows what else will be coming out. All sorts of, I mean, Kate just loves the sexual stuff. She's like, she found out, oh, he signed up for a Tinder account I saw in 2022 when he was married. Oh, yeah, guess what else I did in 2020, Kate? I banged Leah Genduso in the bathtub a whole bunch of times while I was married. So it's not really a fucking scandal anymore, okay? So there we go. And secondly, for whatever it's worth, that Tinder account that I created in 2022, I've been over this before, okay? I make Tinder accounts to, like, when we go on road trips, we fuck with people. we swipe. We do a lot of swiping. I've talked about it before. The big bitches. We have some fun with it. It's my buddy. And I use my buddy's profile picture. It's kind of funny, but anyway, that's that. All right, cool. Let me read some turtle chats. You wouldn't be in this situation if you kept your dick in the pants. Who the fuck wants to keep their dick in their pants? I hate when people say that. You wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't keep your dick in your pants. Yeah, if you just never fucking came or had an orgasm, everything would be fine. Life would be much simpler. Yeah, you keep your dick in your pants. Never have fun. I don't want to keep my dick in my fucking pants. Okay? I have way too much fun with it outside of my pants, as I should be able to. Okay? Telling these people, don't keep your dick in your pants. How about I put my dick in your mouth instead? How about we do that? Can we do that? So we can shut you the fuck up? Nobody wants to hear your bullshit about keeping your dick in your pants. Oh my God. Exactly. This is a special one. This is not meant to be caged. All right. Anyway, let's read some turtle chats. Okay. Robin sends $25 and goes, I hope this finds you well, and also became a member last week. Congratulations. 2-year breast cancer survivor come April. Much love from Alabama. Thank you. Oh, so happy that you survived, Robin, and God bless you. And thank you for joining, and the $25 there, or whatever you gave. I really appreciate that. Jana sends $11, goes, I was trying to Cash App you. I didn't, because the first one that popped up was a fake one, because I wasn't sure which one was you. I emailed you a screenshot. You might want to let the audience know which one is your I'm $ Uncle Turtleboy. You know? I don't know. That's just me. Okay, thank you. Next. Judy sends $25, goes, Jason Broyles is a pussy. Yes, he is. Jenny Allman and Maribich have been arrested for DUIs and like to threaten people. I don't care about the DUIs. A lot of people have DUIs. But yeah, I haven't seen Jen's DUI, but Mara's DUI is just so ratchet. We should go over that one day. Oh my God, I didn't even go over the DUI. It's so funny. She made fun of Farpox's DUI, which is pretty bad too. She ripped ass. Okay. Next. Let's see. Allie the Cat Track sends $10, goes, before we get too deep, I love your new profile picture. I hope you love mine too. But I have to quit the chase. I have mad respect. Oh, thank you. Happy looks good on you. Free Kelsey. Well, thank you so much, Allie the Cat Tracks. I appreciate that. Next. Hoops McCann Nielsen sends $25 and goes, I spend my entire days obsessing over you on Twitter. What advice do you have for other men whose entire existence revolves around taking you down and always failing? I'm humiliated. This is my life now, but I can't quit. I mean, yeah, you should talk to this guy, Michael Gaffney. He's like, he's got good support for that. He's been trying to take me down for God knows how long and just never gets tired of failing and making a fool of himself. There's a new guy from Australia who fucking loves me. This guy, Chris Mahler is his name. Oh my God. I've never had a man want to see me as naked like that guy does. That guy wants to see me naked so fucking bad. He wanted the sex tape so bad because he's never seen one that big. I mean, let's be honest. If you wake up, you're that guy, you wake up, bro, it wouldn't be good for him. He would not enjoy it because he hates me. He hates me. And if he watched that video, he'd hate me some more. He would not like me very much. So it doesn't work out for him. Okay, next. We got Moons A sends $50. Thanks. And goes, evening, daddy. I'm just sitting here with a mouthful of gushers waiting for that sweet, juicy center to pop. Since I'm officially at Purple Kool-Aid Drinker's first internet girlfriend of the week, I need a favor. He's grinding for subs and deserves all the love. Between his voice and his puppy buck, I'm hooked. Please give a Perp's new YouTube channel a shout out. Yeah, everybody go give Purple Kool-Aid a new subscription. Go sub to him. He's got, great things going on over there. Go check it out. Good pregame show. Good, good content over there. Like, he's 4 days in. He's already getting more daily viewers than Crawford is. So that tells you everything you need to know right there. Next. What's this here? Oh. Oh. Wow. All right, cool. All right. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, I was supposed to check my Cash Apps. All right. Naomi sends $5 and says, "Hope you enjoyed the gorgeous weather we had today." I was out there today. I don't know about some of you people. I don't know if I'm weird days like this, and when it's like 50 degrees, it's like I just take all the snow and I start throwing it in the driveway, and I just watch it melt. I fucking love it. I love watching snow melt. I fucking hate it. It's just like melt faster, goddammit. Melt faster. It is supposed to be 63 degrees next Monday. That's what it's looking like in the 10-day. It's going to be cold for like Monday and Tuesday this week. And then this shit needs to melt there. This shit needs to go the fuck away, So thank you very much, Naomi. Carrie sends $25 and goes, "Justice for Crystal Johnson Clemente." I mean, we're getting there with that. Crystal died in a huge supporter who died in a horrific car accident on the way to the airport, was killed by a wrong way driver, a 23-year-old from Bolton, and their name has not been released and no charges have come. And I'm starting to find that odd. Like, somebody needs to be held responsible for that. That is a completely senseless death. So thank you for that. Lindsay sends $20 and goes, "Love you, Fridge Daddy. Justice for you and Kelsey." Well, thank you so much, Lindsay. I appreciate that. Jennifer sends $10, goes, "Long live Turtleboy." Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you. And yeah, okay, cool. If anyone else wants their messages read out loud to the class, please click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me $$ Uncle Turtleboy. I got to turn the heat down a little. Hold on. It's too hot in here. Too hot. All right. We're good. We're just like normal moms. All right, let's go. Let's jump right into it. So I'm looking for Kelsey Fitzsimmons court filing. Give me 1 second to bring it up here. Because I haven't had a chance to talk about this. We need to talk all about this. All right. One sec. Let me find this. Okay. Cool. Bail motion. No, that's not the one we want. All right, we're good. So let me find the video here of the Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Okay, cool. So we've seen this already. This is kind of old news, a few days old. The video of Justin Elayan busting into Kelsey Fitzsimmons' house. So this is 3 days after Kelsey Fitzsimmons gets shot. All right. And this guy comes here to pick his shit up. And but it's not his house. He just can't get in. The dad has just changed the locks and he does this. Oh. Okay, so he just busts in. All right. Brendan. And then two other. I don't know if they're North Andover firefighters or what they are. There's Justin. So this is not their house. They're just breaking and entering into someone's house. It's not theirs, stealing shit, destroying evidence. All right. So let's go read this. All right. Let's see. The Commonwealth's obligation extends not merely to formal immunity agreements, but to any promises of non-prosecution, unilateral forbearance from prosecution, offers of favorable treatment, blah, 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 blah. A jury is entitled to know whether a witness avoided prosecution, received employment protection, financial benefit, or other favorable treatment in circumstances where criminal or disciplinary exposure existed. So, in other words, the jury has a right to know whether or not Justin Elayan, a witness in this case, received favorable treatment for his testimony, right? Because that can affect, like, did they say that you'd get this if you said this? They have a right to know that. Here, the Commonwealth claims no such inducements exist, but the circumstances and the weight of the evidence strongly points otherwise. The Commonwealth's blind eye is a purposeful, brazen, tactical maneuver designed to avoid the total implosion of its case against Miss Fitzsimmons, the true victim here. The court should enter orders to ensure that full disclosure is made. So Justin Alain. On July 3rd, 2025, while Miss Fitzsimmons was hospitalized, fighting for her life after being shot in the chest at that time, as set forth on video surveillance, Justin Alain forcibly broke into her residence at 125 Phillips Brooks Road in North Andover with 3 other accomplices. Alain had 4 days prior obtained a fraudulent ex parte family court restraining order from an affidavit full of lies about Miss Fitzsimmons stealing full custody of their 4-month-old child and receiving an order that she stay away from him and the baby. So you can just do that. You just go into a court, tell a one-sided story in front of a judge, and then you could just lose your baby over that. Like, that's crazy. In the affidavit, he swore that he lived with his parents in Stowe, Massachusetts. Given the order in his favor against Kelsey, his adversarial position in litigation against her, and her sole ownership and residence in the premises, Alain had no residential or possessory rights whatsoever regarding Kelsey's secure, locked property. He had no business going there and legal right to enter. In fact, Miss Fitzsimmons' father, an alarm and surveillance contractor, had just changed the locks and updated the surveillance system in the house after his surprise litigation against his daughter. So that's why he busted in. As detailed in his sworn statement. Let me bring up his sworn statement now. I have it right here. Where is it? Here is Mr. Fitzsimmons, Stephen Fitzsimmons' sworn affidavit. All right. My name is Stephen Fitzsimmons. I am the owner of Alibi Protection LLC, an electronic security company. Kelsey is my daughter. On July 2nd, I went to the home of my daughter to change the locks and install a replacement video recorder. I also changed the code to the burglar alarm system as well. I returned to the home the following morning at 10:30. When I approached the door, I noticed the door was damaged and not secure. I immediately ran back in the driveway, yelling to the police. So that was a little confusing. The police are just right there. Somebody broke in. Somebody broke in. At that moment, Justin was present and admitted, I broke in. It was me. Upon inspecting the property, I noticed the burglar alarm system. So that's interesting. So he's just there. He tells the police, I broke in. It was me. Upon inspecting the property, I noticed the burglar alarm system was destroyed. When I went to the basement, I noticed that the alarm had its power ripped out and the siren was ripped off the wall and damaged. Okay. So in the basement, so he noticed the alarm had its power ripped out and the siren was ripped off the wall. I then noticed the new video recorder had its power ripped out. After repairing all the security equipment, I could not get online with the equipment. That is when I discovered the power to the internet modem was also vandalized. I then repaired all and did a full inventory of my daughter's valuables I saw the day prior. She had cash in her drawer that she keeps her spare keys and the other personal items in. The day before, I saw a $100 bill and other paper money. The cash was now gone. The day before, the only thing in the top cabinet of the open gun safe were Kelsey's passport and her social security card. Her passport was now missing, and only her social security card remained. I found it odd that a love letter stating what a great mom she was also stolen off the fridge. I removed her jewelry box and her social security card and brought them to my home for safekeeping. But because of the grave condition of my daughter and her still in a critical unit at the hospital, to this day, we have no idea if anything else was taken, including any jewelry from the box or any other personal items. So that's the dad's affidavit. All right. He says all that stuff is stolen. I mean, stealing the letter off the fridge, Why would he do that? That's destroying evidence. Like that's literally because that's the first time I've heard that. Because that's like evidence to show that he lied to obtain this fraudulent ex parte order, whatever. And I've kept my mouth shut about the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case because my whole take on it was my take is going to be biased because if I side with Kelsey Fitzsimmons, everyone's going to be like, well, yeah, you're just doing that because Tim Bradle's her lawyer and you're just, and if I went against Kelsey Fitzsimmons, my lawyer would be like, what the fuck? Like, bro, that's not cool. So it's a tough position to be in, because usually journalists aren't charged with like all sorts of felonies. So it's a unique position that no other journalist ever found themselves in, but I've just had enough. I mean, this has put me over the top. And the title of the show is, does Kelsey Fitzsimmons need a Turtleboy? That I got that from Andrea Burkhart when she's like, does Turtleboy need a Turtleboy? Who's going to be Turtleboy's Turtleboy? And it's like, somebody needs to be Kelsey Fitzsimmons' Turtleboy because, Crawford ain't cutting it. I mean, Crawford's a joke. He's scrubby. He's weird. He's awkward. He's just cringe. Like, that guy can't be the leader. That guy. And it's like, we need people like it looks like there's small crowds down there. It's nice. But we need like boots on the ground. We need those people down there. You guys are all down there for a fucking phone. You guys all go to Karen Reed's thing and you watch Krusty Panties yell at Karen Reed over a fucking phone, right? But you can't go down there for Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Come on, let's go. I know it's not as cool. It's not as trendy. But can we get down there for Kelsey Fitzsimmons, boots on the ground? Come on. Come on, Timma. You can drive right. Get your ass down. Get your ass to Essex County. Kelsey Fitzsimmons needs justice. And I think I need to be out there doing what I did before, rallying the troops. I think we need to do that. I think we need to have like a rally for Kelsey Fitzsimmons. I think we need that. Maybe we need that. Like we can't just have, I don't want people just showing up. I want some enthusiasm. Get the megaphone down there. Like somebody's got to fucking do this. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like the Karen Reed thing, it would be like Kelsey Fitzsimmons if I didn't get involved. I mean, that's a fact. It's just a fact. Getting people down there, getting the enthusiasm going, getting the megaphone out, leading the crowds. That's what made this movement what it was today. Rolling rally to Justin Elaine's house, probably not going to do that. Probably not going to do that. But, that's another thing I am worried about is like, that's what I would like to do is go up to that mofo and ask him some questions. Because what kind of dad does this? I don't care what. Okay, let's play devil's advocate here, right? You got to hear the other side of the issue. We haven't heard his side of the story. But let's take worst case scenario, okay? Worst case scenario, right, is Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Kelsey Fitzsimmons is like fucking crazy bitch, right? Like I'm doing worst case. I'm not saying she is. I'm saying worst case scenario. What's he gonna argue? Kelsey Fitzsimmons is a crazy bitch. She had postpartum depression. She's like Lindsay Clancy. She's a danger to the kids. Okay. I want to avoid that. I went and got the order, whatever. Let's suppose all of that is true. Devil's advocate. I'm not saying it is, but let's suppose it is. All right. Okay. Doesn't change the fact that a baby needs its mother, right? Doesn't change. Given all that, there is zero excuse for him not to make some sort of effort to let her see her son. That's it. Like that to me is like that. I've lost any, I don't want to hear his side of the story then after that. I don't care what she did. I don't care how fucking crazy she is, because that's going to be his excuse. Is that like, oh, she's a crazy bitch. And that all, I don't know Kelsey Fitzsimmons. That all may very well be true. I don't fucking know. All I know is she's that baby's mother. And a baby needs its mother and a baby needs its father. But especially a baby needs its mother. And it's out of control for this guy to be like, you've had time to think about it, bro. It's been how many months? 8 months, something like that. Like I can understand. Okay, next one is at where? 9:30, Lawrence Superior Court. I'll be there. I will be at that one. I gotta go to Lawrence. Great. Awesome. Well, it's better than Salem. Salem's fucking real pain in the ass to get to. I don't understand Essex County, but I will be there at Lawrence, and I hope to see some of you guys there. March 12th. What day of the week is that? That would be Friday, right? No, Thursday. I think it's a Thursday. Yeah, I think it's a Thursday. So I'll be there. This means Friday the 13th. Interesting. Okay. Because the trial is starting March 23rd. I don't know how, because there's so much shit that has to go on. But, bro, this is out of control. And I think what happened, I don't believe for a second she pointed the gun to that cop. I don't believe for a second. I think they just have a shooting on their hand, a police-involved shooting on their hands against another officer, of all things. And they got to be like, bro, she pulled the gun on you, right? The cops aren't above that. And the fact of the matter is, if you don't have, body cams in 2026, that's on you. Then the perp should get the benefit of the doubt every time. Inexcusable at this day and age not to have body cams. What kind of bootleg police department doesn't have fucking body cams? Because all body cams do is exonerate good cops. Happens all the time. Back when BLM was the one that really wanted body cams, and it kind of backfired on them because they got them, and like almost every time they're used, it helps the cop. Like almost every single time, right? So like, let's see it. Let's see the body cam footage. Why would she pull a gun on a cop? What? How does that make sense? It makes a lot more sense if she was like, I can't be without my baby. I want to kill myself. Something like that. That makes more sense than you took my baby. I'm going to shoot you, motherfucker, and get the baby back. That doesn't make any sense. How is she going to shoot 3 cops and get the baby back? That doesn't make any sense. It makes a lot more sense if she's like, I can't live without my baby. I want to die. And is all dramatic and puts the gun to that. Okay. And bottom line is, I don't care. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't care how bad, if she was bad, whatever. She got shot, that's, if you, let's suppose Kelsey Fitzsimmons is a crazy bitch, a bad person, whatever. She got shot. Okay. That's her karma, right? That's punishment enough. I think getting shot is punishment enough, in my opinion. Okay. Can she just see her fucking baby? Can we just do that? It's just so inhumane to do this to a mother. She was breastfeeding and shit, this baby. Out of control. They put her in jail for like 6 months, dude. It's crazy. Crazy. I've been to jail. That shit sucks. But anyway, I really hope, I'll be there March 12th. And they said, I saw Jess in the comments saying they expect a 3-day trial. I guess, yeah. I guess there's not that much to it, right? I don't know what kind of I don't know if they have a witness list. That's coming up soon, man. That's coming up like fucking soon. She was also pregnant? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Is that true? Kelsey Fitzsimmons was pregnant? Didn't know that. Is that true, guys? Chat, can you guys help me out? No, they said 5-day trial. Okay. She was pregnant? What? She lost the bit. Oh my God. Comment of the day right there. Justin should date Meredith. I know. They both like breaking into shit. One does it digitally. One just puts a shoulder into it, I guess. But they would make a great couple. Oh my God. I wouldn't procreate with either of them. Wouldn't recommend it. Good Lord. She lost the baby? I didn't even fucking know that. Oh. That's tough. Would that have happened if she wasn't shot? I mean, that's fucked up. I assume Justin was the father, I'm guessing. Were they were engaged, but then not engaged? See, she's been playing too nice. They've been sitting on this video, I think, for months. They've had it since August. because I don't have that much insight. I don't talk to Bradel about this case much at all. I don't want, like, I let him do his thing with it. But I've heard that, like, Kelsey was playing nice with Justin, kind of like that she, like, didn't want to, you know, really go after him or anything like that, which you really need to do. Which to me sounds like she kind of wants to, like, hope maybe things could work out. I hope now she realizes it ain't ever going to work out. And you got to fight for that baby. Fuck him. Fuck him. And what's wrong with this? I mean, he seems to have a nice family. Like, none of them are like I want to ask his mother. Like, how would you like to be away from your sons like that? How would you like to have them taken away from you when you were a fucking new mother? How would that feel? How do you feel about that? You know? She has more on him about the bachelorette party. Yeah, that's where it kind of started. Sounds like something happened at the bachelorette party. I don't know. I suppose it's all going to come out of trial. And I need to learn more about this case. But bottom line is this punk-ass bitch, Justin Elayan. That's what he is. He's a punk-ass bitch. And I'd love to go up to him and ask him some questions, but I don't want to get thrown back in jail for witness intimidation because he's a witness. Can I say he's a punk-ass bitch, though, for doing that? You're a punk-ass bitch, Justin Elayan. You're a punk-ass bitch. And it's too bad because I liked your brother. He was a great runner at 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Great runner. They had a heck of a team there. The Chieftains were tough to beat. Okay? They had a whole crew. Their 4x8 was unstoppable. But what the fuck, dude? That's not cool. That's not cool. There's no excuse for it. Busting into homes, and he does more shit in there, too. Give me 1 second. I got to get on more on this. Hold on. We're back. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to make a difference. I'm not going to, we're not going to, but we need more eyeballs on this case. That's one thing. It's just out of fucking control. And so I'll be there with bells on. I'll have my megaphone charged. We'll be ready to go. There's so much more to the story. I got to catch up, Jess. I got like 12 days to catch up on the story. I need to know. Okay. I need the whole thing. We need to start asking some questions to these people. And I just want to be like, what's wrong? And we can boo them, right? Like it's not, you got to boo them on the way in. We booed Carl Dougal. We can boo Justin Elayan. I'm going to boo that motherfucker when I see him, you know? And like, think about the difference. Like Justin Elayan has not been charged. Okay. He's on video breaking into this house, not charged, nothing. To a witness's house. Kelsey Fitzsimmons is a witness. I've never busted into anyone's house and taken anything. Nope. Never destroyed thousands of dollars worth of, you know, security and surveillance systems. Never done that. Never stole cash. Never did that. Passports. Nope. Never stole any devices. Didn't delete, destroy evidence that could be used in probate court, to increase the chances that I get custody. Never done that, or tried to get an order. Never done that, and never. But I was charged with. I did have a YouTube show, and I did an impression of Colin Albert, and I guess it was too accurate or something. I don't know, but I got charged with witness intimidation for that. It just goes to show they don't give a fuck. It's just another, because that's witness intimidation, what he did, isn't it? Literally. I have broken a fridge or two. That's true. But I was allowed in there. I was allowed to do that. All right. Let's go back and read this. So, further, after stealing Miss Fitzsimmons' laptop, Mr. Elayan brought it to his parents' residence in Stowe. We're connected to the Elayans' family Stowe Wi-Fi network, Braceland. So I guess that's his mother's maiden name is Braceland. And she comes from a family of decorated police officers in Newton, the city of Newton. So she has a lot of ties to the police, this woman, the mother-in-law. Okay. So she says, from there, he accessed her Facebook, AOL, and Gmail accounts. Sounds familiar. And gained entry to bank accounts. Oh. He withdrew $5,000. How is that? That in and of itself is like, how is that not a crime? How you stole $5,000 and there's a digital trail of it? Why did he do that? Like, what was his reasoning for that? Seriously, did she owe him $5,000 and he was worried that she was going to die? And so, like, I don't know. If I was this guy and I got an order on her and then she got shot, I'd still visit her in the hospital. I'd be like, okay, I feel horrible. You're fucking crazy, but I need to make sure you're okay, you know? And you are right. Wait, the Braceland playground is named after her father. No joke. That's named after her dad. Like, they're a big family in Newton, the Bracelands. And so that is Justin Elaine's mother, as it turns out. I've done some research in this too. I've started to look into this. They are a very well-connected family with ties to police officers. Okay. You know, I wanted to give Justin Elaine the benefit of the doubt. As a father myself, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But he's a douchebag. He's clearly a douchebag. And I feel like Kelsey Fitzsimmons was playing way too nice with this guy because I think she wanted to get back together with him still. And she still had hope. And I think eventually she just let Bradle off his leash and let him do this. That's what I think happened. Okay. So goes on to say, accessed her medical records, accessed her pension beneficiary documents. Like, why would he steal the $5,000? I just don't get it. And canceled her travel reservations. Why? Redirecting funds to his own account. All of these actions were traced and readily apparent on the laptop's recorded computer history. The laptop was returned to the home at some point during her hospitalization in what had to have been another unlawful entry, an obvious effort to conceal computer crime. So they tried to be sneaky about it. Oh, they pulled some 5150 shit, didn't they? And so this is, let's see here. I don't know. This was an exhibit that was emailed to me as part of this. Let me see this. So this is July 3rd. I don't know. Have you guys seen this document before? This is like 9:46 p.m. This is all on the 3rd. Why is some of them? Yeah, so here you see, I don't see the date on this, but it's just, I think they're showing this is the computer that it was logged into the Braceland thing. So that means Justin brought it to his house. Okay. Melanie went over this. Okay, good. So he brought it to his house and then then he starts going on Facebook. He can't log into the Facebook. And so he's hacking. And then he goes into the AOL email associated with the Facebook to log into it. Forget password, can't log in. How to get my Facebook account with the forgotten password and no access to email or phone. Oh, bro, he should have just called 5150 up. She'll walk him right through this shit, won't she, folks? Man, he really struggled with the Facebook thing. Look at all these logins. He really wanted to get into her Facebook. Maybe there was a recording in there, man. I don't know. And then he logs onto the Gmail. Your 360 performance savings account is closed. So we closed her savings account and her checking account. Finish setting up your Apple iPhone. Okay. waiting for you to sign authorization to release clinical information. What? Review and sign, and then review your recent statement to see important changes to your account terms. Sign authorization. LTC, license to carry. Time for a call today. Just reading all their shit. Update. Date of birth on authorization. Medical records released. Evaluation, LTC hearing. Ambulance report. Medical records. Change of beneficiary. Honeymoon. Yeah. So I guess this is like the search history. They must have hired a tech guy. And yeah, I think you're right, Val. He wasn't expecting her to make it. Like, that's what I don't, yeah. He might, maybe that was it. He's like, fuck it. She owes me money. I'm just going to go and steal that before she dies, in case she dies, because I'm not in the will. So I'm going to get mine. Is that what he did? I mean, why did he cancel her vacation reservations? Was that just, I mean, that was kind of like a nice thing to do. It's like, okay, I don't want, I'm going to steal $5,000 from her, but I don't want her to like take a loss on the vacation one. Let's see if we can get a refund on that. I don't know. That was the only decent thing it seems like he did. But, yeah. So he goes, the conduct described constitutes probable cause for, at minimum, breaking and entering with intent to commit a felony. Duh. I mean, that's an easy one. Destruction or concealment of evidence. Malicious destruction of property. Unauthorized access to a computer system. And identity fraud. And how about witness intimidation, too? Like, destroying evidence. That letter could be used as part of her legal defense. And it has been destroyed as a result of this. That seems like witness intimidation. Interfering with the criminal investigation. Despite requests for investigation, see Exhibit 5. Okay, let's go look at Exhibit 5. Let's see what we have here. Here is Exhibit 5. So this appears to be an email from Tim Bradel to James Gubitos, whoever that is. Must be from maybe Essex County, Essex something, I don't know. On August 26th, Jay, please see attached Dropbox link with everything we have on the July 3rd break-in. Video, Kelsey statement, Steven's statement. Does it need a special prosecutor? I mean, it should, because this is a conflict, right? Because of, I mean, this guy's connected. He's on the North Andover Fire Department, all that stuff. Crimes applicable. Malicious destruction, breaking and entering, all those. Oh, yeah. So we did have theft and concealment of evidence. Yeah. And please advise as to who will look at this. Thanks. And then nothing. So there's an email he sent, and I'm guessing I got no response. All right, back to this. Oh, he's a DA. All right. All right. The Essex DA's office has declined to charge Mr. Elaine with any offense arising from the July 3rd incident. No agreements, emails, texts, or other writings have been provided relative to the non-prosecution. Further requests that the matter be referred to an outside prosecutor have been rebuffed. This extraordinary leniency in a multiple felony case involving destruction of potential evidence in a pending criminal matter constitutes a considerable benefit, whether characterized as prosecutorial discretion or declination. The practical effect is the same. Mr. Elayan avoided significant felony exposure. It strains credulity. Oh, Melanie must have loved that one. That there is no discoverable information surrounding this complete abdication of prosecutorial responsibility in favor of a witness adversarial to the defense. I like that sentence. The Commonwealth must be ordered to provide or memorialize any verbal or written discussions, assurances, understandings, or implicit agreements or positions regarding the reasoning or cause of non-prosecution. A jury is entitled to know this. Blah, blah, blah. Now, let's talk about the cop who shot him. Santa Claus there, Patrick Noonan. All right. So Patrick Noonan shot Miss Fitzsimmons in the chest on June 30th, 2025. The events were not recorded by body cams or residential security cams. He claimed Miss Fitzsimmons tried to shoot him. Without ever interviewing Miss Fitzsimmons, the prosecution believed and adopted Noonan's fanciful, self-serving version of events. It's self-serving because if he shot someone that he shouldn't have, then he can get in trouble for that, can't he? Right? Especially if she died. Oh, wait. You guys think Kouri Ritchens is innocent? That's not, you guys been watching the court, not to change the subject too much. You guys been watching that trial? What do you guys think? Should we do a poll for this? I think we should do a poll. Because I've been watching that too, a little bit. I watched The Housekeeper. She was interesting. I'm going to do a poll. Kouri Ritchens, guilty or not guilty? I'll poll that. What do you guys say? Let's see what the poll says. Whoa, that's not good. That's not good. We got over 200 votes and 85% say guilty. That's not good. She's fucked. She's fucked. She's fucked. Everybody thought this 𝗺𝗻𝗂𝗃 guy is not guilty. Sounds like that was a real miscarriage of justice. It happened down in Georgia. But everyone's like, guilty, guilty, guilty. Kouri Ritchens is the woman on trial in Utah. She's a real, pretty looking thing. She's a mother of 3 boys who is charged with poisoning her husband with fentanyl. And after he died, she wrote a book and was like doing tours on this about how to survive, how to deal with the loss of a spouse. And apparently she procured fentanyl from a housekeeper who was in jail because she is the one that bought the fentanyl that police say killed this guy. The defense is arguing, I think, that like he had drug issues, this and that, because I think it's undeniable that he died from fentanyl and that it came from this housekeeper lady, this shady housekeeper. But, she was also offered, like in the police interrogation of her, they were like, yeah, like, so we just need you to help us get a conviction. They actually said that, which I don't think you're allowed to say. So I don't know. I don't see how this woman, juries love convicting. They love the fact that anybody ever thought Karen Reed was guilty after sitting through that whole thing. It's like, whoa, holy fuck, I don't see how they're going to acquit Kouri Ritchens, how that's going to work. Like she had a whole thing, like all of her texts aren't good. They're real bad. You thought Karen Reed's texts were not bad. Like Karen Reed's voicemails actually helped her because it showed that like she thought John was alive. This woman was like, as soon as he was dead, she was like sharing memes about money and like talking to the boyfriend, and they're going to buy a house together and do all this shit. It's not good. It's not good. But anyway, That's that. So final poll results, 87% say Kouri Ritchens guilty. That does not bode well for her. I do not think she's going to go home. I don't think she'll ever see the light of day again. I don't think so. She's going to cry too. She's going to be a crier. Because when these when they get out, it's like, you're never going to see your kids again, bitch. Oof. Oof. This is like Don Adelson guilty. I mean, Don Adelson was really guilty. And they had her good. But Don Adelson was like dramatic, and you knew she was going to flip out when she was convicted. You knew she was going to flip out. But I don't know. I've never seen any emotion out of Kouri Ritchens. She kind of sits there like a little church mouse. Doesn't have a lot of facial expressions that I've seen. I don't know. She dresses like very conservative in court. I don't know. Donna's reaction to fucking conviction was the best. The best. It's just like, no, bitch. You gonna die in prison, bitch. You gonna die in jail. All right. Anyway, back to this. All right. The Commonwealth sought to leverage the shocking allegation into an assault with intent to murder charge, which was rejected in no bill by a grand jury in favor of an entry-level superior court charge, assault by means of a dangerous weapon. In these circumstances, a 1-year probation disposition is eligible under the sentencing guidelines. The allegation that Ms. Fitzsimmons assaulted Noonan hangs by a thread held only by Noonan himself. As a result, the Commonwealth is strongly obliged to make him as comfortable as possible. Exactly. After shooting his colleague, he was immediately placed on critical incident leave until August 27th. Upon returning to work, he resumed full-time duties and worked paid details. For 138 days, this was the status quo. On or about January 11th, Officer Noonan failed to report for his scheduled shift and was deemed AWOL. Officers responded to his residence for a well-being check. After phone calls went unanswered, Officer Noonan eventually answered the door and stated that he had taken Flexeril and did not wake up for work. Despite this, he received only a written reprimand. He was placed back on the critical incident leave effective January 17th. He has continued to be permitted to work paid details assignment while on leave. Critical incident leave is ordinarily reserved for officers unable to perform duties due to trauma. Officers placed in the critical incident leave are typically removed from active duty because they are not considered fit to perform the full responsibilities of a police officer. To the defense counsel's knowledge, working paid details while on such leave is highly uncommon, if not unprecedented. In fact, in the North Andover Police Department's collective bargaining agreement, it states a patrol officer on limited light duty shall not be eligible for details or overtime. The continuation of paid employment following an AWOL incident raises serious questions regarding preferential treatment and whether unemployment practice protections are tied directly or indirectly to Officer Noonan's role in this prosecution. Interesting. Okay. So they have a right to know about this stuff. And I don't know. I'm surprised it took him this long to get all this shit out. The only thing that makes sense to me is Kelsey Fitzsimmons was like holding on to hope. Now, again, I don't know Kelsey Fitzsimmons. I'm not going to judge her. I'm also not going to like completely be like, yeah, Kelsey, like, I don't know her at all. She could be fucking nuts. So I'm not doing, you know what I mean? I believe she's not guilty. First of all, this is going to annoy the fuck out of me. But, you know, she could be nuts. She could be fucking nuts. But again, I don't care. I don't care. You know, the baby needs its mother, period. She seems good enough to do that. She was good enough to procreate with, you know, that's the other thing with Justin LA. And it's like, oh, she's so fucking crazy. She shouldn't, you know, be, yeah, well, she wasn't too crazy for you to fuck her, dude. You know, I mean, she looks good. I know you like that, Justin, right? You look at her, you're like, oh, I'd like to fuck her. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, real good. Yeah. So she wasn't too crazy for you to stick your dick in and then get engaged to. She wasn't that fucking crazy. And you impregnated her. You had a fucking baby. And then you had another fucking baby, apparently. Okay. She was good enough for that. She was good enough to be like, you know what? I want you to be the mother of my child. But then I'm going to take her away from you. And it's just going to be my child. For some fucker. I mean, what is that? You're living with. So he's living with his grandparents in Stowe, Massachusetts. What is happening there? I don't get it. It's like, who watches the baby all day when he goes to work? The mom? The grandmother? What kind of shit is this? I don't know. If that was me, my mother always sided with my baby mama, my ex-wife. Okay. That's just the way it was. Like even though we obviously had marriage troubles and whatever, like she was always respectful of her because she always wanted, even after we were divorced, she wanted to let her know, oh, Julie's still welcome over here. She can still come over here, blah, blah, blah. You know, we always want to make her feel comfortable here. You know, she's part of the family. You know, like that's just the way my mother was. That's like a normal maternal instinct, I think, to like, because that's the mother of your son's baby. You know what I mean? Like she's part of the family. Kelsey Fitzsimmons is part of the Elaine family, whether or not they want to admit that or not. So like Kelsey's part of the fucking family. And so like you gotta, I don't care. Like that's the mother of your grandchildren. You gotta make that shit work. Don't you want her to be part of your life still? Isn't that the goal? I don't know. It would be for my mom. She would be like, let's figure out a way to make this work. You know, let's do something. Yeah, she's a little bit crazy, but you know, we can work on that. Like, I don't know. She would have tried to do something. There's something wrong with Justin's mother, I think, that she's not like trying to be like pressure her son to like, we got to make this work. You know, the baby and also I can't watch the fucking baby all day when you're at work. Firefighters work like 48-hour shifts. You know what I mean? They sleep there. They live there. Firefighters work like 2 days a week. Some of these, not all of them, some of them, because they get to sleep and that counts as being on the job, you know? And so they eat there, they live at the station, all that stuff. And so like, who's watching the baby? The grandma, doesn't she get tired of that? And then he comes home and he's playing daddy daycare. There's just something unnatural about that. You know, it's just, I mean, I was a good dad. I took care of the kids. Like I did changed plenty of diapers in my day, all that stuff. But I don't know. Baby needs its mother. That's just the way I see it. I don't know. It's like just, there's some things I couldn't do. I can't breastfeed. I couldn't do that. And I don't know. Sometimes it's just the mother's touch. I don't know. And I would like, it's just not, I don't know. I think Justin's mother's the problem, to be honest with you. The more I think about this, like, how is the mother not like being like, you're going to, my mother would be like, you're fixing this shit. You're going to make shit right with her. You need to, okay, fine. You guys aren't going to be together. Fine. But you need to make it right with her. You know, you need to do something like that's what my mom was overbearing like that. She'd be like, you need to make this shit right. You need to fix this. This baby needs a mother. I don't know. That's just normal to me. I don't know. It's just fucking crazy. These people that don't want that. Okay. Anyway, so where was I on to? Oh, so let's watch some of the hearing. They had a hearing for this the other day. But before we do that, let's read some turtle chats, shall we? Because I'm sure some of you guys got turtle chats in. You want them read. Let's do it. All right. Amber sends $10, goes, Jim Altman and Jim Altman. We should call her Jim. Can we make that our new name, Jim Altman? Jim. She probably would hate it if people started calling her Jim. Jimmy. Oh my God. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but this, okay. So this says, Amber sends $10. Goes Jim Altman and 5150. Fuck those no ass bitches. Yeah, I mean she had. You know I'm an ass guy. Everybody knows I'm an ass guy. I mean I'm a tit guy too. Everybody likes tits too. Who doesn't like a nice pair of fun bags? Like people like you an ass guy or a tit guy? Well, I'm both obviously. But if I had to pick which one I can't be without, I'm an ass guy, right? I've been with many flat-chested women, like, you know, Jinduso. It's like there's many flat-chested women I've been with, and I can survive. But I can't survive. You can make up for it with a nice ass, like a real nice ass. It's firm on top of a nice subtle. Oh, it's the best, man. It's just the fucking best. Anyway, I got a little carried away here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but yeah, she had no ass. Yeah, they had no asses. You know, I'm like the Chico when I see that. I'm like, fucking no ass bitch. Fuck out of here, no ass bitch. Oh, get out of my face. Guilty. All right, next. Amanda sends $15 and goes, I feel sick. Can't you have this stopped? Go to the police or something. She and everyone must be stopped. They are all sick. We're working on it. We're going to do the best we can. We're dealing with a master manipulator, someone who's just going to lie. Somebody who has screenshots of in December, you let me go in the phone extraction. Nowhere in there did I say download everything and send it to Krusty Panties. Nowhere in there did I say that. Okay. Oh, I didn't send it to Krusty. You did this. She has a fucking answer for everything. She has a lie for everything. But catch her on the spot. I didn't record her phone calls. She apparently did. Ask her to play those. When you start asking her questions about shit and she has no fucking answer, it's like deer in the headlights. She needs time to like craft a fucking lie, put it out on Twitter. No one can respond to her. No one can call her out on the bullshit. It's just lie after lie. And that's why I love everyone should follow 𝗃𝗏𝗄50. And I didn't follow 𝗃𝗏𝗄5150 for a while. And I'm like, oh, well, she would monitor. She'd be like, he follows. She would tell Broyles. Oh, she's mad. Broyles would tell me she's mad that you're following that 5150 account, the 𝗃𝗏𝗄 account. Oh, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, it's the best fucking account. One of the best accounts on Twitter. Everyone, can we get this account up to 2,000 followers? Because they're doing the Lord's work. I don't know who this is. They have 1,066 followers. 𝗃𝗏𝗄5150. They've got all the good shit. I don't post drama on my shit all day. They do. It's great. Go check it out. Okay. Nothing but truth coming from 𝗃𝗏𝗄5150. And yes, I am. I do have gray sweatpants on. I found out what that meant from Fartbox, but anyway, go check it out on Twitter. So thank you for that. So what can be done? We'll see. I mean, the problem is that she's just going to lie and she's going to say that, well, he gave it to me. I didn't steal it from him. He gave it to me. I didn't let you take the fucking data out of it and hold on to it. It's not yours. Like if you work for somebody, which she effectively was doing, and then you take that information with you and then send it out. Like if you work for a fucking, I don't know, pick any employer and you work for them and then you leave and you take company property and just distribute it afterwards, that can't be legal. I don't fucking know. But it just needs to stop. It needs to stop. But this is desperate. She's unemployed. 5150 is unemployed. Okay. She was fired from her job. It's amazing it took her this long. And I didn't do anything to have her fired. I didn't do nothing. I didn't tell any of you people to contact her work. I didn't put out a step-by-step instruction about how to contact her employer. That would be Dara Murphy. Does anyone have a screenshot, by the way, of Dara Murphy? Because she took that post down. Send it to me if you have it. Dag Nabbitt's post. She posted on January 9th and then removed it. Step-by-step instructions on how to report Meredith at her work to get her fired. And now they're friends, I guess. And so she took it down pretending it never happened. I never did that. She did. So like, you can't be mad at me about that. She got fired because of her own behavior. She's run out of shit to share. And people don't care anymore. It's just not effective. And so she's just desperate. So she spends all day online doxing people and saying, I know who you are. Like anybody gives a fuck. Oh, how about we say where you're from? Jill from Halifax? Bitch, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. You're not tough. Stop it. Stop it. So anyway. Next. Jolie sends $10 and goes, I read somewhere that Kelsey needs her very own Turtleboy to help her. I wonder why LTL and 𝗵𝗵𝗧𝗺𝗃 Crawford haven't invested in a bullhorn and started confronting Justin. Yeah. Well, LTL's too busy. You talking about Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie, because that's the grift now. And he saw it worked for JLR. It worked for, DePietro. And so he's grifting off of that now. And so he doesn't give a fuck. If I didn't, you think LTL was ever going to talk about Karen Reed if I didn't? No, of course not. Of course not. Crawford wanted to make this like his bait. He wanted to make this his Karen Reed. And LTL wanted to make Enrique Delgado Garcia his Karen Reed. And they just couldn't do it. They couldn't do it right. And because they have no charisma. They have no swag. They're not leaders. They're followers. And so they just couldn't do it. And so just not going well. Yeah, confront Justin. You guys don't have charges. Why don't you do that? Why don't you go up to him and ask him a question? That's what I would do if I wasn't out on bail. All right, next. Let's see. Angie sends $5, goes, hi, Aidan. I'm sorry. You're still having to deal with 5150 and all their bullshit. I do think that Kelsey needs a Turtleboy. I think the combo of both you and Jess, the North Andover PD, DA's office, and Justin Alain would have nowhere to hide. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a great week. Thank you so much, Angie. You're too kind. Side-Eyed Jess sends $10, goes, please carpool with Jess to the next hearing. Our queen bunny needs the company. Meow, 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 meow. Well, we come from opposite directions, so that wouldn't really make sense. But I'm sure I'll see her there. Thank you. This is from Free the Doctor, sends $10 and goes, you have to look into Justin's parents. They teach families how to work the court system in order to have their kids committed for mental health if they are on drugs. They definitely have a lot of pull in the community, which is why Justin isn't being charged and Kelsey is being treated so unfairly. One thing I am worried about is I start getting involved in this and asking a lot of questions. And we know the victim mentality. These people are going to be like, oh, Tim Bradle is, one of his other clients is old. He called up the Intimidator. He's like, oh, the case isn't working out for us. We got to call up the Intimidator from the bullpen. That's what they're going to say. They had to call him. And I'm not kidding. They will 1000% do that. They are waiting for me to get involved just so they can be like, he's intimidating the witnesses again. Bradle called up his old Intimidator friend, so whatever. Next. This is from Lynn that sends $25, goes, hey, Aidan, I can't believe Kelsey hasn't seen her baby yet. Have we seen the mothers the courts have returned babies and children to? Exactly. That should not be returned to them because a child needs its mother. Exactly. Active drug addicts, alcoholics, abusers, and women with no criminal record. Can't even get a visit. What the fuck with Krusty got to see her kids again. They were taken from her like 1 million times. She lost 2 of them for good. And she got her fucking 2 of them. She got 2 of them back. 50%'s not bad. Not bad. Thank you. Eileen sends $5, goes, his lawyers will say, fruck. Turtleboy is on the case. Exactly. Alexandra sends $10, goes, is it in poor taste to suggest the title of Kelsey memoirs should be Dodging a Bullet, My Breakup with Justin Alain? Yes, that is in very poor taste. A-Rod sends $10, goes, don't forget, after Justin robbed Kelsey, he found out Kelsey put her house up for sale and had the audacity to file an emergency motion to put a lien on her house for future child support, totaling $210,000. That's fucking insane. I know. Yes, he did. The Albert Family Rock sends $5, goes, how will they possibly keep the trial to 3 days. Surely the Commonwealth needs that long just to talk about snow. Luckily, this happened during the summer, so there's that. Amber sends $10, goes, Jim Altman, not a typo. That's what comes to mind. This is the trans article. That's true. Jimbo Altman. I love Jim. That's her new name. She was never Jen Altman ever again. She's Jim. Jimmy sure got fucking quiet there, huh? After My Truth Journey exposing the fuck out of her. Oh, that bitch got real quiet, didn't she? I'm never going to shut up. Bitch, I shut you up. And I'll shut you up again. Keep running that fucking cock kisser, Jimmy. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I've destroyed you, Jimmy. You have no fucking, you go out anywhere in that, you got no credibility now. You're a fucking joke. The transgender shooter. Okay. Do we have any cash apps here? Emily sends $10, goes, your mom sounds like an amazing lady. Oh, she was. She was the best. Thank you, Emily. And Naomi sends $5, goes, Altman needs a Turtleboy derangement syndrome surname. Jim works. Yes, it does. Tracy, I mean, Turtleboy turns you trans, I guess. I mean, she was Jen when she was riding the turtle. Now she's Jim. There you go. Tracy sends $5, goes, fucking pumped. You're on board now. Kelsey needs Turtleboy. Tracy sends $10, goes, Spite Dono. Let's fucking go. Turtleboy leading justice for Kelsey. Awesome. Thank you. Priscilla sends $100. Woo! Thanks, Priscilla. He goes, yes, Kelsey needs a Turtleboy. Here's to hopefully. Well, thank you very much, dear, and I appreciate that. If anyone else wants to have their messages read out loud to the class, you click at the link for Turtle. Click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtle Boy. Okay. Let's watch some of the hearing that happened the other day with Kelsey Fitzsimmons.
And that's my agenda. I don't know if you folks had other things that you were anticipating or wanted to raise. Anything? No? Did I miss anything?
No, I think you covered it.
All right.
I do have a few things.
Sure.
So we have a long list of things that we consider to be outstanding discovery. So I think we have a Rule 14 issue, and Council and I have been going back and forth on it, but I don't think that there's been enough digging, frankly, about some of the stuff we're looking for.
All right, so I'll tell you what, that will be part of our discovery agenda. All right, we'll do that. I'm not cutting you off. I'm just trying to get an idea of what lays ahead. But yes, I do want to get out in front of the anticipated discovery issues, including the motions that were filed.
Sure. And Judge, on that bail motion, I certainly want to give a couple of time to look at it and react, etc. The bail motion that I requested?
I went to the jury on Monday, and I just haven't had time.
Sure.
So if there was something filed this morning, I didn't see it.
Or trial prep.
Okay, well, I think, so I'll tell you this, I have read the materials that are in the file. I don't know anything else about the case other than what the conditions. Is the defendant out on conditions of release?
She is, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay, so, yeah, I mean,
so that's going to trigger a recusal hearing. We have a request for an evidentiary hearing that Judge 𝗵𝗂𝗍𝗔, the Chief Justice of the Superior Court, took over, and he ruled that my motion to recuse prior judge was moot because she was not going to, essentially, she was not going to be around in the sessions. So this is a.
Let me first get this that you're talking about. Sure. Mr. Roy, we get the. You say.
So we're asking for a revised bail determination. That's correct, Your Honor. Motion we filed was a motion to recuse.
All right. Leaving aside whether today is the appropriate time for it to be heard or not, what is the Commonwealth's position? Should it be heard by Judge McCarthy? Or?
Well, yes. At the end of the day, there was a number of hearings in front of Judge McCarthy. The defendant appealed her decision to the 𝗪𝗪𝗔. The 𝗪𝗪𝗔 denied the appeal, saying she did not use her discretion. That's where it stands now. The defense counsel did file a motion to recuse Judge McCarthy. As counsel said, I can't remember the name of the judge.
𝗵𝗂𝗧𝗪.
Okay. Yes, he did move. But there's been an extensive history that the judge has dealt with. And frankly, I don't see a change in circumstances.
Well,
I would point to Dr. 51 for a change in circumstances, Your Honor, about the true nature of what's going on in this case.
Okay, so let me say this. I like to have a practical results, and be pragmatic as pragmatic as the rules and the law allow me to. So I don't. Is it something that you would object to me hearing, or something? If I have the legal authority, if you folks agree that I have the legal authority to weigh in on it, I don't know that today would be the appropriate day to do it or not, but we can talk about that.
I appreciate you being open to that, and I can narrow it. In terms of what I want to impose a little bit on the court and the council today to deal with is, and I need to have Ms. Fitzsimmons more at my, when I need her to prep. And so the idea of giving 48 hours notice of probation, to leave house arrest, to come to my office in Boston is just extremely onerous. Also, she's in the custody.
Because there's a couple different issues. One is whether, because I don't want to waste your time if it, in the sense that if it's something that does need to go to Judge Kearney. So I guess what is the Commonwealth's position? Presumably the defense position is that I can hear it.
Yes.
And I should hear it.
You should. Well, our position is that she should be recused. We're more than willing, ready, willing, able, and happy to have.
Does anybody know when the good part starts? I'm just starting to watch this. When do they start talking about Justin Mullane? Hold on.
The rest or not, and the reason why is because I like to read it when attorneys.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So I guess you must have done such a good job that I don't this potential witnesses so that folks can flag it in their answer to the questionnaire. All right. So that's and then also, frankly, I need to see a witness sooner than later to make sure that I don't have any conflicts as well. And while I'm thinking of it, I will say this: it's not a conflict in my view, but I will raise. I did see in the file. I thought I saw a report from Dr. 𝗬𝗂𝗂𝗧𝘂𝗶𝗂. And was that on the defense side, right? Because you're
yes, sir. Yeah.
Right?
The name didn't sound
no, okay. So I don't know if he's going to be a trial witness or not, but I will tell you folks, Mr. 𝗃𝗿𝗁𝗃 may know this. I don't know. I used to have a law when I was a defense attorney. A year or two, I was on the bench.
Anybody know? Did I miss the good part here? It's all terrible. Just to be helping the other boob DA out here. I gotta find.
Because I still had. He said that the case is assigned to me. I don't know if that's been. So can I ask? I thought I did see Mr. 𝗃𝗿𝗁𝗃, from your perspective, is it the Commonwealth's position that you folks have complied, or are there still outstanding discovery issues?
I think the only outstanding.
Anybody know? Anybody want to help me out here? When do they talk about Justin Mullane?
Is the one
Coming? Okay. All right.
Okay.
So other than that, there's maybe an issue with I provide him with a link to something. But other than that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I will put it on the agenda. Let's get right to it. What are the discovery issues?
So, Judge, today,
and did you say that there was a certificate of compliance filed? Because I should.
The CV and who's testifying as an expert and what's the opinion going to be? I'm not page report, and the report concerns the guns that the responding officers had. It lists 3 𝗏𝗏𝗃s, and they're all the service weapons of the responding officers. Okay. So that's great. I'm not interested.
No, that's incorrect. And if the defendant, I sent an email to him, February 6th, because we had talked about this. I hate to interrupt, but he's just wasting his time. And
yeah, go ahead. I'd like to hear it.
And in the email, I talked about which gun was which gun. There was 2 officers who were on the scene. One shooter, one officer who discharged his firearm, another officer who did not discharge his firearm, and the gun that the defendant is alleged to have. Yes, was alleged to have. That was her service weapon. And I detailed that to defense counsel. And so the analysis that was done on the gun that was involved in the shooting. So that's all.
So this would have been, what was the officer's name?
Noonan.
This would have been Officer Noonan's service weapon?
Yes, and so I had sent an email because we had been talking about that on February 6th concerning that exact issue to clarify for the defense counsel.
Okay.
So
yep, go ahead.
I appreciate counsel interjecting with that. And if it's, I'll go back and look at it, but I read it to be the 3 officers that were at the scene and that their guns were taken pursuant to protocol. But if the Commonwealth is saying that that's the gun that was used, then that's fine. And I'm satisfied with that. I didn't read it that way, but if that's
event or
right, it was 1 officer that visited her at the hospital, right?
Okay, and was this a social visit or something?
That's a good question. It might have been half and half. I'm not sure.
Would this have been a North Andover officer?
Yes.
Towards the end.
Yes. And have you told the Commonwealth the identity of the officer or the service?
It actually might be a trooper. 𝗃𝗿𝗁𝗃𝗃. Detective Dan Furman.
I don't. Who's that?
So he visited Ms. Fitzsimmons at the hospital, and if there's any.
I'm sorry. I meant when I said who's that, I meant what police agency.
So there's a visit from someone who might be a social visit or a police visit. I don't know what it is, but I'd like to know if there's any documentation of it.
All right. So this, but again, this person's name, this officer, detective's name.
Furman, 𝗃𝗏𝗁𝗃.
Okay. And what police agency does he work for?
North Andover.
All right. And so this should be. Well, and you're saying that you don't know if it was a social visit or not?
All I know is a North Andover police officer visited her, and is there any documentation of it, or is there a report? Is there a text message from it? Is there any?
Okay. All right, and you know what, absolutely, because if the troopers here, to the extent that we can put any of these issues, DAs and one three assistant DAs and one defense attorney, they're all welcome to speak. So to the extent that I'm not.
When he got a redacted exhibit that I used in grand jury, and it was an interview with the officers.
And you'll have a record of what exactly the grand jury saw, if you don't already.
Thank you.
What else?
The rest is the promises, rewards, inducements motion, Your Honor. There's two pieces here that are.
All right, so we're ready to go to the motion. All right, so let me just cue that up.
At the end of the motion, but I do view it more as like a.
Oh, here we go.
What we're doing here from the defense side is we're pointing the Commonwealth to specific exculpatory evidence.
Right.
So, whether how far we have to go with affirmative, averments of that, I don't think we're not. And I think that the government, in this case, with respect to this Elaine guy, has those colored glasses on where they're like,
There we go.
they don't want this guy to be harmed. They think this is a probate court issue. They think this is, just focus on Kelsey. Let's not worry about this guy. Don't look over here. Don't look behind the curtain. So this is an incredibly egregious thing this guy did. Ms. Fitzsimmons was in the hospital fighting for her life. That was her home. He had gone and gotten a restraining order in which he swore in the affidavit, I don't live there. I live in Stowe with my parents. He's now a plaintiff against Ms. Fitzsimmons as a defendant in a restraining order matter. He has no rights to that house whatsoever. 3 days later, her dad, who's a security expert and owns a security business, changed the locks, updated the security system, made his daughter's home secure again after this thing happened to her. And after the shooting, and she's in the hospital, she's away from her house. And this guy takes advantage of that to commit all sorts of serious crimes. He's on video breaking into the place with 3 other friends, 3 other accomplices, bust down the door, come in, it's on video, it's in an exhibit that you have, and he commits all sorts of serious crimes. The most serious one for purposes of this case is that he stole evidence. He stole evidence off the refrigerator.
Yep.
It's a felony. He had just. Can I ask you something?
Yes. That's my biggest thing is him getting rid of that letter. That is something that can absolutely be used in especially probate court, but like to determine whether or not this order was valid to begin with. If he said something in that letter that contradicts something else he said in court, why would he feel the need to get rid of it? Oh, welcome, new member, Shane and Marie. Nice to see you. Welcome aboard. Yeah, and no, so let's see what the judge says to that. Let's see.
Everything that you say is true. The motion is for promises, inducements, or rewards. So your theory is what, that the Commonwealth promised to not charge this guy or something?
Yes. That's exactly what we think. And he's a specific witness. He's at the scene of the shooting. He's at the scene of the shooting. This isn't about, 3 days earlier he did this order. It's that he's a recipient witness at the shooting. He's there. He and his sister are there.
At the end of the day, the motion is for promises, inducements, and rewards. So
yes.
As those terms are understood, has the Commonwealth made any of those or offered any of that to this gentleman?
I think I can answer it this way. Okay. As far as him being a recipient witness, and you don't know very little about this case, the 2 people who were there in the room when the shooting occurred, when the allegations against the defendant pointing the gun at Officer Noonan and pulling the trigger, and him shooting her in self-defense, the 2 of them were out there. That's in the top floor bedroom. Mr. Aidan was in the basement at the time of the house. He's on surveillance video in the basement. So he's not a recipient witness. I'd just like to put this up.
Wait, he was there when she got shot? Wait.
People who were there in the room when the shooting occurred, when the allegations against the defendant pointing the gun at Officer Noonan and pulling the trigger, and him shooting her in self-defense, the 2 of them were out there. That's in the top floor bedroom. Mr. Aidan was in the basement at the time of the house. He's on surveillance video in the basement. He hears it. So he's not a.
He was in the house when that happened? Pardon? Why was he there if he had a restraining order on her? Why is he in the basement? What? No, that's a mistake, right? That's a slip of the tongue, right? Justin was, so did she know that he was in the house? He was just hiding in the basement, just sitting down there like a little gremlin in the basement. And then, because he knew and then the cops came over to serve her with an order, and he was just sitting there in the basement, lying in wait, that's a mistake, right? He was there to take the baby? What? Wait a minute. But I've seen the surveillance video of the 3 cops coming in. No lady cops, by the way. No social workers. I'm sorry. Do these men not know how bitches be? Like, you can't be going in and taking a baby from a woman like this. Oh, she's unstable. She has postpartum depression. Oh, I have a good idea. Let's send 3 fucking dudes in there and just take the fucking baby. That'll be good. Social workers, fuck that. Female cops, fuck that. Let's just send 3 men over there and see what, and then we'll have Justin in the basement. Was Justin there before the cops got there? Because he didn't walk in with them, or was he just chilling in the basement all day? What I need more answers on this one. That's crazy.
I'd just like to put this up. The case does not rise and fall on him. He might be a background witness. He heard the shots, but as far as what happened in the bedroom, he has no idea. So to say he's a critical recipient witness, I would suggest is misleading.
What? I didn't even know he was there at all. That's crazy. This dude was sitting in the basement for God knows how long. He said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna." Why didn't he just wait outside? So he rolled up with them. She doesn't know he's in the house. So, yo, I'm gonna sneak in there and hide in the basement. Why? If the plan was to go in there and snatch the baby up and then give it to him so the baby doesn't have to go in foster care, why didn't he just wait outside? Why was he in the basement? That's so creepy.
And I agree. But I just have to correct the record. Sure. Now, defense counsel sent my office a packet of information, including, and we have the video of, oh no, we didn't have the video. He sent a video of Mr. I'm going to call him Justin. I apologize. I'm having trouble with his name. Entering the house on a specific day. And the Commonwealth, and what is omitted from the defendant's argument, and he has this, and he knows that the day before this happened, Justin called the North Andover police and asked if he could enter the apartment. He told them that the defendant was on the deed, but he had problems.
Well, hold on. I got to hear this again.
Mr. I'm going to call him Justin. I apologize. I'm having trouble with
I got to slow this down.
entering the house on a specific day. And the Commonwealth, and what is omitted from the defendant's argument, and he has this, and he knows that the day before this happened, Justin called the North Andover police and asked if he could enter the apartment. He told them that the defendant was on the deed, but he had property there. And they told him he could go in. On the next day, with this video.
Pardon? He told them so he gets this order and he knows they're going to go take the baby. And he's like, yo, but before you do that, I got some shit there. And I just want to get it out of there real quick before you guys start shooting her. I just want to go in there and get my shit real quick. Oh yeah, cool. What's the plan? Like maybe, just hide in the basement. Just chill. Don't let her know you're down there though. You gotta be real quiet. Shh. Real quiet. Hide down in the basement there. Find a nice little corner down there. And then he colludes with law enforcement that they're like, oh, wait, so do you live there? Nope. Is your name on the deed? Nope. Okay. Yeah, just hide in the fucking basement. Hide in the basement. We'll shoot her. You just stay down in the basement.
He calls again and says, I need to go into the apartment to get my stuff.
Wait, hold on. Everybody's saying no. We need to get this fucking right. This is after the shooting? Okay, I got to rewind. Hold on.
Entering the house on a specific day. And the Commonwealth. Sure. Now, defense counsel sent my office a packet of information, including, and we have the video of, oh no, we didn't have the video. He sent video of Mr. I'm going to call him Justin. I apologize. I'm having trouble with his name. Entering the house on a specific day. And the Commonwealth, and what is omitted from the defendant's argument, and he has this, and he knows that the day before this happened,
July
Justin
2nd.
called the North Andover police and asked.
So Justin called the North Andover police on July 2nd. Got it. Okay.
If he could enter the apartment. He told them that the defendant was on the deed, but he had property there. And they told him he could go in. On the next day, where this video is, he calls again and says, I need to go into the apartment to get my stuff. He asked for a police escort because he's afraid of what the defendant and the defendant's family would do if he went in there.
The defendant's in the fucking hospital. The fuck is the defendant going to do? Wait. Oh my, hold on.
Was on the deed, but he had property there. And they told him he could go in.
Why would they tell him that? First of all, does you own the house? No, I have property in there. Well, sucks to be you.
On the next day, where this video is, he calls again and says, I need to go into the apartment to get my stuff.
Okay. So July 2nd, July 3rd, he calls him again and says, I got to go get my stuff. Okay.
He asked for a police escort because he's afraid of what the defendant and the defendant's family would do if he went in there.
He asks for a police escort because he's afraid of what Kelsey Fitzsimmons will do, even though she's in the hospital fighting for her life. He's afraid of Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Are you fucking... What a fucking loser. Fucking loser.
He was worried about his in his words...
Justin Elaine, you little fucking bitch. You whiny little cunt. Oh my God. You were a disgrace to men everywhere. Oh, I have so much to say to you. Oh my God. You really said that, dude? You really said that? You really told the police that you need an escort because of what your shot girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever, baby mama, she's in the hospital. You're afraid of her? Bro. Dude.
He asked for a police escort because he's afraid of what the defendant and the defendant's family would do if he went in there. He was worried about his in his words, vengeance.
Vengeance?
Okay? And so he does go in. He does push the door open. He goes in to retrieve his items.
With the police escort?
No, the police didn't come. At that point...
What? So he asked for a police escort. And listen to this one more time.
He does go in. He does push the door open. He goes in to retrieve his items.
With the police escort?
No, the police didn't come.
What? 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 Am I on this right? So he's like, yo, I need a police escort because I'm a boo-boo baby bitch. And I need to, like, make sure my, girlfriend who's, like, maybe dying in the hospital doesn't hurt me. So I need a police escort. And the police are like, we got you, Justin. We're going to make sure you're nice and safe in there. Cool. And then he breaks into the house the next day, July 3rd. And the cops are like, and the judge is like, with the police escort. He's like, oh, no, he just said, fuck that. He just went and did it on his own. What? Hold on. What?
And so he does go in. He does push the door open. He goes in to retrieve his items.
With the police escort?
No, the police didn't come.
No, the police didn't come. He goes, nah, fucking no, the fucking police didn't come. Fuck. Then why were you telling me that whole story about an escort?
At that point, the alarm went off.
Oh.
Because I'm assuming there was some surveillance video in there. And
yeah, it's almost like, the alarm went off because I'm assuming it's because there was a break-in. Generally, the alarm goes off when there's a break-in.
Alarm system. Sure. When the alarm goes off, he calls the police. And he says, can you come here, please? The alarm went off. I'm worried that the family of the defendant will come. And I'm worried what will happen because they're...
Oh, my God. I'm worried that Kelsey Fitzsimmons' daddy and mommy are going to come here and shoot me. What a fucking pussy. You have a crew with you, bro. You got a crew with you, don't you?
Very vengeful about the whole situation. And they said, we're not coming, but if he shows up, let us know and we'll come and keep the peace. He then gathers his belongings and left.
Okay.
So we can't look at a crime. The Commonwealth, in any case, does not look at a crime in isolation. We have to make determinations when we're looking at cases. Okay? Justin has also filed an affidavit report.
In this court or in the...
No, in the probate court, as the restraining order, which 3 judges have not been found credible. And the defendant has yet to litigate that motion. And so we have information from the defense about what happened, about this breaking and entering in this.
Why is he doing that in air quotes with this breaking and entering? He literally broke it. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. Like, usually you think breaking and entering, you jimmy the lock open, you enter it. No, he literally broke the door. He broke it. He redefined breaking and entering. He broke it. He broke the fucking door. Like, he didn't even bother trying to jimmy it open. Some people would use like a credit card, jimmy it open, try to do that thing, maybe find a window, get in that way. That's all breaking and entering if you did. This motherfucker just broke the door. You know, just went fucking right in. Right in. Welcome, new member. Nice to see you. Excellent. To get his belongings, though, right?
This supposed theft of evidence, and that's the first I heard of it was evidence. And we had that back. We reviewed it in an abundance of caution. We asked Middlesex to look at it, and they were going to take a look at it. At that point, Attorney Coakley called Middlesex, the first assistant, about that. Middlesex then called us and said, we can't do it. We don't want to take a look at it. We think we have a conflict now. So our office then looked at it, and we determined that we are not going to charge Mr. Alien for these crimes. I don't know if he even knows that this is out there. I don't know if he even understands that there are charges that the defendant is alleging occurred. I haven't talked to him about that. If I do, and if he has a concern, I'll tell him that we're not charging him with that.
I'll tell you, you'll be all set, boy. Don't worry about it. I haven't heard from him, but if I do hear from him, I'm gonna tell him, don't worry, you're good. We're not gonna bother you, bro. You can just break into anything you want to break into. Steal. How do you explain stealing the $5,000? How do you explain taking the evidence off the fridge? How do you explain all that, pal?
Based on the entire circumstances of this case, the Commonwealth is often in the position of analyzing cases when there are dueling issues and dueling statements, and we have an obligation to parse those out. And if we don't believe there's probable cause, we don't charge. That's what we have here. The Commonwealth has made the determination, not in isolation, but in the whole circumstances of this case, that we are not going to charge him.
Why?
Why? If at some point during the case, Your Honor thinks he has a fifth, we'll immunize him. But we haven't told him that. Defense counsel is now on notice that that is our position. So is it a promise, award, or inducement? It is what it is right now. So
he didn't say no. Is it a promise, reward, inducement? Is what it is right now. It would be better if you said no. You'd be a little more confident in yourself. He's like, I don't know. Is what it is. I've never heard. What do you mean is what it is? Welcome, new member. Just a girl in Cali. Welcome. Enjoy your membership. But what does that even mean? How does that make any sense?
They're on notice of that.
All right, so Mr. Bradle,
yes.
Let me see this. So the whole idea of the of discovery, obviously disclosure. It sounds like perhaps this is the first time that you've heard the full version from the Commonwealth's perspective, but to the extent, now probably isn't the time to determine whether it's promise, inducement, or reward. I think now is the time to determine the sufficiency of, assuming that it is one of those three things, the sufficiency of the notice provided.
Absolutely, that's what we're interested in.
All right, so
communications.
All right, so it sounds as though. So what is it further that you're looking for? You want something in writing that they're not going to?
So just a couple of quick things there, as far as your said. I have the call that he made to North Andover to one of the sergeants up there, Sergeant 𝗺𝗺. I mean, I can say her name, but we have the call, and in the call, he's committing another felony called misleading police. He's saying to her that he still lives there, and that he wants to get in there. He's looking for a dispensation from them to let him get in there.
Oh,
and he lies to her.
Lies to her.
Says that he still lives there.
Oh,
he contradicts what he already swore to the.
Wait, I thought he said. I thought he told the North Andover police he didn't live there, and they were like, "It's cool. It's cool. You don't need to live there. Just go on in. Just do you need a escort? Yes, but you don't have to wait for us. Just put your shoulder into it. You'll be fine."
Court judge, family court judge, to get the restraining order, and so the sergeant, I think, does the right thing and says, "Well, if you have a key, or if that's your house, I can't stop you from going in your house." But she doesn't say, "Yeah, you go right ahead and go in the house." She's deflecting and saying, "Well, you're telling me you live there. I can't do anything about it." So it's this sort of round and round conversation where he's trying to get dispensation from them, and she wisely just says, "Well, if it's your house, go ahead, but I don't have anything to do with it." That to me is the gist of the conversation that I have. So there's yet another crime that they're looking the other way on for this guy. But in any event,
So I'm sorry, I'll tell you what I'm looking for. Right? That's it, please. All right, I'm sorry. So I'm looking for text messages, emails, notes to, what is the police, what is the DA's office, what are they saying about this incident that they know about? Are they saying, don't worry about it, we're not going to prosecute you? I want the communications. What are they saying? You know, I can't, it's always hard from a defense perspective to, you know, guess what's out there. They should be giving me, here's all the communications about Elaine and him breaking into the house and why we're not prosecuting him. You know, and this whole business about that, you know, he checked with the police, he lied to the police. So he didn't check with the police.
He lied
so
to the police. He lied to the police.
You know, he should be prosecuted, and they're in a conflict of interest, and the court should direct them to appoint a special prosecutor because they clearly have a conflict of interest in trying to prop this guy up for their own case. And so they ought to be ordered by the court as a matter of ethics, as a matter of appropriate behavior as an attorney to appoint a special prosecutor. And I want to ask the court to take it seriously. Let's do this. Can you can Ms. Fitzsimmons as well? Come on over to the sidebar for a moment.
Wow. Sidebar. Oh, no ceiling fans in Essex. Interesting. This courthouse seems like 1,000 years old too. So that's the end of it. Okay. All right. That's the end of it. All right. So I'm interested. Yeah. Put me in, coach. Let's go. I'll be there on the 12th. Hope to see a lot of you guys there. 9:30 a.m. Lawrence. If you guys ever been to Lawrence before, it is a fucking pit. It is the worst place in Massachusetts by far. I did an article a while back in 2015 on the top 20 biggest dumps in Massachusetts. Lawrence was number one by a lot. It is the worst fucking place in America. Like New England, top two, that Lawrence and Central Falls, Rhode Island. Don't go to either of those places. But Lawrence, there is no nice neighborhood in Lawrence. Every other fucking place is like a nice part of town. Lawrence doesn't have that. Lawrence is a fucking dump. No one speaks English. It's fucking just satellite dishes all over the place on apartment buildings. Shoes are hanging from the wires, that whole thing. A lot of bed sheets for curtains. It's a fucking dump. So, you know, lock your car door when you go to Lawrence. It is fucking ghetto as shit there. It's fucking, it's just nasty in Lawrence. I fucking hate Lawrence, but it's easy to get to. It's right off the highway. So I'll be there. You know, Lowell's not much better, but Lowell has nicer parts to it. You know, Lowell's there's things to do in Lowell. You go to there's the arena there, the Tongass Arena and shit like that. Like there's reasons to go to Lowell. There's no reason to go to Lawrence ever. It's just a fucking hellhole. That's all it is. But I'm missing more after the sidebar. The hearing wasn't over. Then why did it end? Hold it. Now we got to go find it. Hold on. What's a good stream? Give me a good stream to watch this on. There's more Turtleboy. Yes, I see that. Now tell me where.
With less than 3 weeks to the start of her trial, a North Andover police officer turned defendant is accusing her own department of misconduct. WBZ's Christina Rech shows us why.
I am more hopeful with this judge. He just seems reasonable and fair, the way a judge is supposed to act.
That's former North Andover police officer Kelsey Fitzsimmons on the new judge and new courtroom where she'll face trial for assault and battery with a dangerous weapon in just 3 weeks. This video, her lawyers believe, cracks her case wide open. It shows her former boyfriend and the father of her child entering her home 3 days after she was shot. Prosecutors say he got police permission to be there, but Fitzsimmons' lawyer claims he broke in, stole her laptop, money, and other evidence for her case.
This is an incredibly egregious thing this guy did.
Last summer, the former North Andover police officer allegedly pulled her service gun on a...
So you're telling me that in this video right here, Justin was already in the basement and she didn't know? That's what you're telling me here? By the way, she looked good for somebody that just had a baby like a couple months ago. She lost it. I mean, what is this guy thinking? He blew a good thing. I don't care how crazy she is.
Fellow officer who had responded to her home for a domestic incident. Prosecutors say the other officer then shot Fitzsimmons in the chest in self-defense.
So, I mean, that's the guy that shot her right there. Noonan, the second one on his way, and Santa Claus there. So she must know these guys, right? So they show up. They tell her,
pulled her service gun on a fellow officer who had
Hey, Kelsey,
responded to her home
we're going to take the baby. Give us the
for a
baby.
domestic incident.
I mean, this is so, are they telling her already?
Prosecutor.
It seems like she's like, I'm
Say the
not
other
letting
officer
go of the baby.
Then shot Fitzsimmons in
Okay. Yeah. He's holding he's obviously holding the order.
self-defense.
He's wearing gloves. Like we're going to.
Just, just focus on Kelsey. Let's not worry about this guy. Don't look over here.
Fitzsimmons' lawyer says she's being targeted and other misconduct in the case is being ignored. Trial is set to start in 3 weeks, and tensions were high in this pretrial hearing in Lawrence.
Oh, that's great. I'm not interested.
No, that's incorrect.
Fitzsimmons hasn't been allowed to see her son since the incident when he was 4 months old. She's been on house arrest for months awaiting trial.
I don't want to comment on it.
I mean, as you can imagine, she's pulled in a million different directions here, and we have to get down to business, and that's hard for somebody in her position.
This trial is only supposed to take a few days. It's set to start on March 23rd, and the judge says he wants to do everything in his power to make sure it actually starts on that date.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Somebody said NBC 10 had it. Let's see. Kelsey Fitzsimmons. NBC 10. Okay. Was this it?
We've already talked about that. They asked me a bit ago. They didn't ask me in time, so the footage is gone. But it just doesn't save longer than officer.
Wait, is this an old one? Oh, this is 3 months ago. Oh, is this when she was in custody still? Oh, she was in custody for this.
Always revisit it, but what about sometime in late January, February?
That's very.
I am not going to allow, and I don't think I agree with your view of the law, that whether or not an officer is refused to answer questions, I'm not seeing anything that would.
Wow. Okay. All right. I got to find. Go to Melanie Little. Yeah, but where did Melanie? Melanie's not a stream. Melanie doesn't like record video. Where? I don't want to watch Melanie watching the video. I want to watch the video. Anybody know where she got it from? She had to get it from somewhere, right? Got to be somewhere. Right, I guess I can go to Melanie's and watch it, but NBC 10, yeah, okay, let me try NBC 10. Let's check out NBC 10's. They have not had a live video in a month. You guys are killing me. Killing me. I mean, I see this release conditions afterwards, but I don't see. How is this fucking hard to find? Justice served. Let me try justice served. Yeah, but then the audio sucks. This audio fucking blows. The fuck am I supposed to do with this audio? Seriously. What am I supposed to do with that audio? What is that? Seriously. Boston 25? Okay, let's try Boston 25 news. Can someone just send me the link from NBC 10? It must be out there. If Melanie watched it, it must be out there. We just watched the Boston 25 one, guys. I mean, seriously, guys, you guys are fucking killing me. Can we get it together, chat? I know people with the next person that says go to Melanie, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Let me explain something to you people, okay? I got to fucking slow it down for you. Melanie Little, if she shared it, she got it somewhere, okay? Like, you couldn't tell Melanie Little, just stream it from Melanie Little. She had to get it from somewhere. I need that. Am I not explaining this right? I need that. I need someone. There are 50, whatever, 100 people watching right now, 50, 200 people watching. Surely someone out there must know where that fucking link is. Some of you. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people like, oh, I'm going to write something in the chat. Go to Melanie. Oh, good. That'll help. That's not fucking helping. That's making it worse. I'm going to try Law Girls Not Attorneys. I swear to God, if it's the same fucking audio, I'm going to fucking lose it. And people are like, oh, NBC 10 live. Yeah, I went to fucking NBC 10. Look what I fucking got. You go to NBC 10. Go find the link and send it to me. Hook me up. Do something besides, ooh, I'm going to write in a fucking comment in the chat. And I'm going to fucking, ooh, send it. Ooh, that'll help. That's not fucking helping. You're causing more problems. And you're driving me fucking insane. Just send me the fucking link. Somebody step up. Somebody fucking step up. All right. So what are we looking for? Law Girls Not Attorneys. All right. Let's check that out. I'll try it. I swear to God, I'm going to lose. If the fucking audio on this sucks, I'm going to lose it. I swear to God, if this is the Charlie Brown fucking audio again, I swear to fucking God, I'm going to lose it on you guys. Okay. Here we go.
You know, but there were an incredible amount of things that were put out.
It's the same fucking audio. It's the Charlie Brown audio. You can't hear the fucking judge. I can't. I fucking can't. What is this? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, where's this one? Isn't this? Oh, you're killing me. That's the one I watched earlier. It stops it. I need. Let me explain this again. Let's try it again. I need a link, and I'm going to check my messages momentarily. I need a link that has whatever comes after the sidebar with good audio. Okay? I don't need the bad audio, the Charlie Brown audio, so that Justice Served and Law Girls Not Attorney. Bad audio. Can't use that one. Can't use that because can't hear the judge. Okay? It's not our job. Figure it out. No, it is your fucking job. Okay? Figure this shit. You figure it out. Let's go. You guys are better than this. Oh, I have an idea. Melanie Little. Melanie Little. Go check that. We're going to fucking get it. Okay. I'm going to check my messages right now. Okay. Let me try to reset this. Let's see. Somebody's like, check your messages. Under which account? Under Twitter? What messages? Okay, I got one here. Let's see if this is a good one. No, Lauren, you sent me the same one, Lauren. Again, oh my God, you can't. If somebody else sends me the same Boston 25 link that I literally had fucking before and I was playing off of, and then it didn't fucking work anymore because it stopped at the sidebar. I'm going to check my DMs in a second and I'm going to check my emails. But just to save yourself the issue here, do not send me the Boston 25 news thing. Do not send me that one. I already played that one. That one was no good because it stops at the sidebar. Okay? That one, no bueno. I'm going to check my Twitter DMs now. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay, that's a link to an NBC 10 thing. That's a 2-minute video. No good. No fucking good, that one. Need it. Need better than that. Need better than that. No good. All right. Let me try. I'll check my Gmail. Okay, Kelsey hearing in full. Let's check this one out. Oh, Facebook. This is good. This has potential. Does this have the sidebar? Does this end at sidebar? Nope. You sent me the same fucking one. I had such high hopes for you, emailer. Such high hopes. You sent me the same fucking one. I guess I'll just go to Melanie Little because we can't fucking figure this out as a class. So we got to go to Melanie and fucking leech off of her channel. All right, let's go to hers. Melanie. Again, 5 fucking people sent me. I go, don't send me the Boston 25 link. People are like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna email them the Boston 25 link. Nope, don't want that one because that one ends at the sidebar. We need what comes after the sidebar. After. Jesus Christ. Okay. The link is in the chat. Stream from NBC 10 website. Let's see. We got vision that we grant me the authority. Hold on. Hello. I saw that. Yeah, but that's a link of her stream of the stream. I want the video. That's it. I don't want any streams of streams. Melanie Little, if she shared that, had to have a stream to share because her chat couldn't tell her, go check out Melanie Little's stream. What was that? True. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Thanks. All right. Bye. Again, I don't want a stream of the stream. I don't want somebody's stream of the stream. I can get that. I can get that. They took the video down. Why would they take the video down? That's fucking weird. Why would they do that? NBC watched. Okay. I love Erica, but she sent me a stream of the stream. We don't want that. We want, but if it's down, that was the correct answer. If it's just down and it's gone, totally get that. We could have avoided all this if that was the issue. Totally could have got that. Then we'll just watch fucking Melanie. Okay? We'll just fucking steal from her.
Be cool, be kind, be classy. The cupcakes so sweet and sexy. Have fun and enjoy the journey. Just have a good attorney. No big whoop.
So I don't know exactly why, but the 48-hour window is not mine.
I
wasn't there. We're too hyperbolic, and so she's very scared to do this stuff.
Okay. So,
trial judge.
Right.
And in 24-hour turnaround, he said it's moving. She's going to be in another session or to that effect. And so she's either out of the case or in the case, Judge. And she with me. Sorry, consider changing. I appreciate it. Mr. Simmons is some cases, but I don't know specifically for this case. I don't know why.
So here's what we're going to do: is
but should it be noticed, Judge? She's on house arrest. She's got a bracelet. She's got.
There has to be notice, and the reason why is because is she on a G? So it's going to be important that you folks flag if you have there's a trial motion where you think so your position that I can't order.
But why does the audio suck? Why is the audio so quiet? This audio sucks too. Is it that hard to find fucking good audio of this shit? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Law Girls just posted in YouTube. What? Oh my God. Can we just send it? Just fucking send it. Send it. Now I got to go to their thing and see this. Just fucking send it. Send it. Send me a link. I will hit click. I'll play. This whole fucking thing's over. No, Law Girls doesn't have anything up. You lied. You fucking lied, chat. You guys are fucking horrible tonight. Deal with the TV. Banned. Banned. You don't have a member. You're banned. I'm banning you for life. Done. How can I hide this person? They went by too fast. Okay, you're not banned. That was the best audio. That audio sucks. The audio was fine before. Anyway, I guess we'll just watch this.
The deadlines on trial motions because the Commonwealth hasn't complied?
No, Your Honor.
So do you folks want to keep the March 9 date what you're alleging here? these are things that would be found in personnel files.
Brennan leave the courthouse makes me wonder why he was here now, says Scott McGinnis, boots on the ground. We're a little bit behind, so we have a little room to move here.
Just, has made a disclosure to the extent that that could be defined as promise, reward, or inducement. I'll leave it to better legal minds than I. If the defense feels as though, as it relates to that particular person, Mr. Aidan, how do I pronounce it? Elaine?
Alien.
As it pertains to Mr. Elaine, that the defense needs something further, then you'll have to just put it in a motion or a letter. It won't be a motion if you don't need to bring it to my attention, and we'll.
I'm aware of that. Okay. And then just to close the loop on that, so there's also the same issues relative to Officer Newman.
Right, which is the second part of your motion. Yes. So let's hear that.
All right, thank you. So just, we're pointing the Commonwealth to more specific information relative to all sorts of special treatment that Newman is getting above and beyond, what is essentially in North Andover police policy. There's been misconduct that it may have been overlooked. We're asking for discovery, so we shouldn't be in the position of saying, here's everything we exactly know 100%. We get all sorts of information. We investigate our case. And so we point to the Commonwealth and say, we're not getting the whole story here. We're getting all sorts of background information. We're pointing you to the North Andover police and what happened with this guy being AWOL and being forgiven. What happened with this guy and drug issues that may affect his ability to perceive and recollect the charges.
Here's the thing, from a discovery perspective, at least from my perspective, it sounds like that's a Rule 17 issue, right?
It's the prosecution team that's starting to talk about this.
Let me tell you what my thinking is from reading this. It sounds to me that without condoning or weighing in, just again, that the issues related to the way that the North Andover Police Department did or did not treat the officer that was involved isn't something that the Commonwealth is. These are not members of the prosecution team that are, presumably, again, that are making decisions related to the treatment of Officer Newman, which I assume is the subject of a collective bargaining agreement, which I think you may have even attached something. I saw somewhere in the file with some decision related to his treatment. Maybe arguably that would be discoverable
for the police department. He's engaging in certain conduct that is.
So they stopped talking about Elaine. I don't really care about the officer. The Officer Newman stuff is not as interesting, to be honest. It's like, okay, did he violate the North Andover? Should he be on leave or not on leave? I don't know. I don't find that nearly as interesting as the break-in stuff. Sorry. Anyway, so that's it. How long does this go on for?
Looks like it's misconduct to us from the information that he's taking prescription drugs and he doesn't show up for his shift.
You're requesting, to the extent that the motion,
Someone's phone is going off again in the courtroom. Thank you, 𝗄𝗄𝗃. I'm so happy your mother's feeling better.
What about conflict of interest? I mean, if the court has a conflict of interest before it, I think the court can say, here are the facts. I find that you have a conflict of interest. You need to either, set up some sort of a Chinese wall prosecution system or appoint a special prosecutor. And, I think that's a legal determination. Ultimately,
I'm not aware of any statutory common law or even constitution-based provision that would grant me the authority to order my own job. You want me to do the DA's job too?
I appreciate you hearing me out.
So it sounds as though the Commonwealth is going to comply with some of these requests as early as today. They made the disclosure on Mr. 𝗍𝗍𝗂𝗍𝗂, and as for you said you're looking to the detective firm and body camera and footage and whatever else is out there.
Yes.
It's in the Commonwealth's best interest to timely comply because they want the trial as quickly and as surely as Mr. Fitzsimmons. All right, so let's.
Have you heard on one issue? Sure. Wait to do something or do nothing on the case, and we have a right to look at the evidence and then decide what we're going to do.
All right. So I think if I'm reading between the lines, Mr. 𝗿𝗏, your position is that you have no notice requirements under the rule.
He was talking about Justin, but I skipped over it. Who was the judge? Okay, I'll go back. Hold on. Where was he talking about?
The person in this room.
I can't. I know of no authority that allows me to meddle into what the district attorney. I can barely do my own job. You want me to do the DA's job too?
I appreciate you hearing me out.
So it sounds as though the Commonwealth is going to comply with some of these requests as early as today. They made the disclosure on Mr. 𝗍𝗍𝗂𝗍𝗂, and as for you said you're looking to the detective firm and body camera and footage and whatever else is out there.
Yes.
It's in the Commonwealth's best interest to timely comply because they want the trial as quickly and as surely as Mr. Fitzsimmons. All right, so let's.
Have you heard on one issue? Sure. There's an issue that I sidebar issue here that whether Rule 14 has been complied with or not.
Further back.
I'm asking that the court order of disclosure of any expert prosecutor.
I'm not aware of any authority that I would have to do that. That's something called separation of powers. It's under Rule 14.
And I'll file Rule 17. Okay.
So we'll do that. And then as for I'm not sure that you need a particular ruling on, well, let me ask you, on the first part of the motion, could I allow it? I don't even know, what's your position, Mr. 𝗃𝗏𝗃?
As far as,
you know, to the extent that,
no, I mean, the request, I'm looking at page 7 of number 53.
yeah, let me address something that Mr. Grado raised. To the extent that there's some motion for me to name special prosecutor, I'm not aware of any authority that I would have to do that. There's something called separation of powers. So
what about conflict of interest? I mean, if the court has a conflict of interest before it, I think the court can say, here are the facts. I find that you have a conflict of interest. You need to either, set up some sort of a Chinese wall prosecution system or appoint a special prosecutor. And, I think that's a legal determination. Ultimately,
I'm not aware, again, I'm not aware of any statutory common law or even constitution-based provision that would grant me the authority to order the Commonwealth to should be able to order. It's the remedy that I'm raising.
No, I don't. They're talking about special.
this is routine in every case. I think in the Karen Reed case in Norfolk County, Judge, the government didn't comply with Rule 14 until like the day before trial, and Judge Kearney held the line on their discovery compliance was not due until the government complied. It's just a rule. I don't think it's really something that should be messed with. Honestly, it's there for a reason. The government needs to give the defense, who has a right to remain silent, who has a right to evaluate and do something or do nothing on the case, and we have a right to look at the evidence and then decide what we're going to do.
All right. So I think if I'm reading between the lines, Mr. Grado, your position is that you have no notice requirements under the rule right now because the Commonwealth hasn't fully complied with the rule in the way of. Correct. And what I can tell you, Mr. 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, is that I don't think too highly of any attempts by trial by ambush by either side, and I'm not going to let it happen. So if the position, again, both sides are going to comply with the letter of the rules. And so the answer is I'm not going to order it, but I'm also going to be conscious of making sure that the spirit behind the rules, which is again no trial by ambush, doesn't happen to either side. So we can't. In other words, I can't fortune tell what's going to happen about. All the sides are going to do their best to get this case to trial on March 23. But it won't be at the expense of the defendant's due process rights or violations of rules. It's just
March 23rd. It's supposed to start the trial. I have a hearing on March 27th. So what if this is 5 days? That fucks us up, right? Has to be. What? How would that work? We have our mega motion to dismiss on March 27th. Okay.
That's it. All right. All right. So that leaves the motion for medical records,
And that is agreed to or not objected?
No, agreed either way.
The only thing is,
they're fine. Then let's just handle them the standard way. Is whether I think I mentioned this before, whether there's anything that wasn't the case and you corrected me, so I'm happy to hear that. All right. Did I miss anything on the deadlines? You have the authority to touch another judge's 58A.
I know. So it's one of these custodial things where her mom has assumed custody of her, and to leave the house on this 48-hour notice. Ms. Fitzsimmons, and I don't know why.
How many hours do you want? How many hours of notice?
I want it, but should it be notice, Judge? She's on house arrest. She's got a bracelet. She's got it.
There has to be notice, and the reason why is because is she on a GPS, right?
Not a GPS, Your Honor.
Your alarm will go off without.
So that's what I'm asking. So I'm just going to give you what I'm asking at first.
Can you sit somewhere I can see? Do you mind just sitting there? Or you want to come up to
That's fine. Sure. So I just want to be able to have a normal prep with Ms. Fitzsimmons in the sense of like
2 hours?
Sure, absolutely, perfectly.
So, Mr. What do you say?
I defer to probation. I agree. I have no problem with changing the 48 hours, but I would prefer.
See what we can agree on, and then.
Does anything else happen interesting? This is kind of boring. This is like procedural stuff. Boring. Anything else happen? I think we're good. We'll stop there. All right, cool. So yeah, all that, and didn't really enjoy anything. So anyway, yeah, let me see if we have any more turtle chats. Let's stimulate some conversation here. Okay, we have here. Isaac sends $10, goes, good luck with the HPO hearing next month, Krusty. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she's just trying to get that renewed, but posting my phone number and doxing like my entire phone extraction a couple days before a renewal of the restraining order seems ill-advised. I don't know. Manic Meredith sends $5 and goes, I'm tired of people saying that I'm behind all these accounts. I find that incredibly offensive. So does at Meredith is innocent, at Justice for Mayor, at Totally Not Meredith 55150, and at Turtleboy was the worst boyfriend. I don't know any of these people, but they clearly have exceptional taste, remarkably similar typing styles to no one I know, and zero connection to me whatsoever. And I will not apologize for what I found. You know, it's like she's running this fucking account that it's just obviously her. And what's it called? It's called like, oh, here it is. Henrik Barron. And then she runs another one called like Klaus Barron or some shit. It's just so obviously her because it just posts. Okay, so now she's saying that awkward, they're going to post my awkward sexting. So this is what I'm hearing, awkward sexting will be coming out. So this is Meredith on her burner account. She's threatening to post my mess. So she has my phone extraction. So she's going to post it. Now, there's nothing awkward about my sexting. There's a lot of sex. There's some shit you might read if they actually post this out there and violate all these women. And you might be like, that's weird, but like it gets nasty. And I'm a freak. So if you read this shit, no judgment. No judgment. Okay. I'm not ashamed. I don't care. It's fucking weird that she wants to look at it. At least when I sext with a woman, they sext back. You won't find any messages where I'm like, hey, oh man, I can't wait for you to fucking feel this big fucking dick on the tip of your tongue, huh? It's going to look fucking real pretty on there, isn't it? Yeah, you're going to like that. I've never had a woman say in response to me, I need space. Or see you tomorrow. So you won't find that's awkward sexting. Okay. If they don't do it back, you're not going to find anything like that. Some of you might get turned on reading my sexting. Some of you might, but Jesus Christ, it's hot and heavy. You know, you need pictures. I don't know. So this is her. Let's see. This is amazing. She goes, also, why can't he post himself? Why does he leak everything for other people to post? And this guy's like, I could never imagine. That's literally all you people do. You know? Oh, Krusty shared my Tinder code. She tags my brother and stuff on this account all the time. In March of 2022, Turtleboy had a wife, a mistress, and an active Tinder account because he does not love or care about anyone but himself and is disgusting, perverse, sexual deviant. I mean, you guys are so prude. All you motherfuckers are just prude. Okay? You guys, and all she does over here is just post people's information. Like anyone, I'm going to dox this person because they support Turtleboy. And it's just like, bro, stop. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But like one of them was posting like, let's see here. Klaus Barron. She has got like various alts here. What's this one? Like it's just, she just posts my family all day. It's weird. Like people post pictures of her family, which I wouldn't do that. That's not cool. Like don't leave her kid out of it. You know what I mean? That's just what I say, but that's because I have dignity. But then like she responds to those and shares pictures of my family. Like, bro, somebody posts a picture of her brother and then she's like, here's his family. There's the family. There's his dad. There's his nieces and nephews. Like, who does this? There's his beautiful family. You know, like what is the point of all this? She's just posting my family over and over and over again. And then she accuses various accounts of being me. They're not. She's attacking my lawyer. Okay, you attack Koala Chris. She posts more pictures of her fucking family. It's just like, oh, here's his family. Yep, that's my family. Yep, there they are. It's like, is this supposed to be bad? Oh, there's his daughter. Yep, okay. There they are. Some of these were great. Like some of these were like so wholesome. I'm like, I actually kind of, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here with these pictures. But I'm like, they shared one picture where it's like they're with the Notre Dame leprechaun and they're all doing like this thing. They're all doing like that thing. It's so cute, you know? Oh, the Golden Dome, you know, nieces, nephews, all that shit. It's like, what are you trying to accomplish here, lady? Yes, I don't get it. She needs serious psychological help. So I don't know. I don't know about the legality of all this, but we'll see. Oh, McDonough knew. I saw a text message from McDonough today that McDonough knew she was crazy back then too. I don't know. But whatever. All right, next turtle chat reads, Joy MM sends $10 and goes, watch Melanie's stream from the other day. You're missing a ton. And she does a fabulous recap. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks. George sends $10, goes, listen, Turtle, when they make a movie about the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case, the judge must be played by Woody Harrelson. Look at that judge, particularly when he smiles. Okay. Susan sends $10, goes, oh my God, throwing a tantrum is hilarious. I know some people are like, it's like, yeah, it's like, but it's kind of part of it. You know, it's part of the whole appeal, me losing it on you people. Laura sends $5, goes, he wanted her dead because she was pregnant. I don't know if you go that far. I can see the mom's family funding that. Not going that far. Definitely not saying that. Okay. Jessica, this is J.E. Walsh, sends $50 and goes, sorry for the dead link. It's okay, J.E. Walsh. You're great. You bought me pizza when I first met you. That's great. Thank you very much. The other Mary B sends $5, goes, let's say it all together. Nobody cares. Exactly. Nobody cares. I mean, what are they going to do? It's like everybody knows I'm a freak. Everybody, it's kind of out there now. Yeah, you're just going to, I don't know whose messages are going to be the nastiest. Mine with fart box. They're going to put all the fart box messages out there. I got a little bit like, she loved Sex Cult. Like she was big into Sex Cult. And, you know, I could just message her whenever I want. I could go months without talking to her. Just message her Sex Cult. She will get back to me in 5 seconds. But yeah, just tell me the parking lot, where and when. Okay, cool. Oxford High School again? Let's go. In the back there. That's our spot. So I don't know. They're going to find some weird shit. I don't know. Like they think that's weird. I don't know. I sexted. I don't even know who some people I sexted with were. But it's all good fun. I mean, I'm human. I don't know what you want me to say. Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Anyway, I like that you're a freak. Exactly. It's fun being a freak. It's fun. All right, next. Rosaline sends $10 and goes, Dr. Turtleboy weekend movie suggestion, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. If you haven't seen it, execs go to a clinic to erase the memories of each other. Wouldn't that be nice? XOXO, have a great weekend. Thank you, Rosaline. Steven sends $10, goes, something I have not heard publicly spoken about. The Fairview children, the moment they speak the truth, they completely lose their, they mean the Fairbush? They completely lose their parents? You said the Fairview children. Okay. That would be the McAlberts. They lose their parents, their home, their social circle. It's not like they're going to inherit their parents' houses after they turn them in. Huh? Houses will be sold for legal bills? Their apparent intelligence level doesn't seem to register that the above is better than them eventually serving time for something they didn't do. How about a fundraiser to try and entice one of them who knows what happened to come forward? See, that's witness intimidation. Now, that's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Like, yeah, let's raise money Let's give them money to change their stories. Yeah, what could possibly fucking go wrong? Yeah, you really thought that one out well, didn't you there, Steven? Yeah, that's what he wrote. He goes, how about a fundraiser to try to entice one of those McAlbert kids who knows what happened to come forward? You have to be fucking kidding me. Right. Tell me you haven't followed my case. That is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Ever. You should be ashamed to have written that. I'm going to keep your $10, but I'm going to tell you that's the stupidest fucking idea I've ever fucking heard. Ever. It especially to suggest that I do that. And I'm on bail for that. Steven, take a lap, bro. Take a lap. Do you happen to have the right connections to get this info into YouTube? Bro, Steven, just stop. You gotta just give me more money. No, just next time, just be like, I love you, Turtleboy. Here's $10. Do that. No more fucking ideas from you. Just stick to, just enjoy the show. Okay. Lori sends $10 and goes, new member from Niagara Falls, Canada. See, Steven, can't you send a message like that instead of telling me to commit witness intimidation? Hey, here's a plan for witness intimidation. You should offer a bribe to the McAlbert children so they can change their story and snitch on their parents. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. 50 push-ups. Christina sends $5, goes, 5150 needs to be stopped. She's not just hurting you. She's hurt several people. Anyone notice the BLT parody has been gone since she doxed? Really tired of her bullshit. I mean, he can come back whenever he wants, and I hope he does. But, in fairness, I got to be honest with you. If you talk shit on the internet with people anonymously and they find out who you are, I mean, that's fair. That's all in the game. I don't, it shows what a loser she is, that this is what she does all day, that she can't get over like internet criticism. She's like, I have to find out who they are and put their name out there. We got to have a thing, folks. If you get doxxed, if you're like an anonymous person talking shit about them and you get doxxed, you got to just own it. Like A-Rod did. A-Rod just owned that shit. It was like, fuck yeah. I love the Rhonda lady. There's this Rhonda lady that 5150 tried doxing. And she was like, oh, like it's this, like some account, Kit something, I don't even know. But they were like, it's Rhonda. And here's Rhonda's picture. That's what they always do. And Rhonda's like, and what, bitch? Yeah, that's me. And I'm pretty. Fuck you. That's what you got to do. Just fucking keep go. Fuck them. You do like Ray from Dallas did. Fuck them. Fuck them. You take that power right away from them because that's what they like to do. They like to be like, here's who you are. And if you do that and you take your account down, you're giving them exactly what they want. Like, jack me off. We need you back. That was a great account. Bring it back. Bring it back. Be like, yeah, that's me. Who cares? Who cares? All right, next. Stephen Wood sends up. He's going to try to redeem himself. No, he wrote the exact same thing. He sent me another $10 with word for word the same chat urging me to commit witness intimidation. Not going to do that. Was this a setup? Are you a Fed, Stephen? Are you a Fed? That's kind of weird. You're like, hey, Turtleboy, you should totally commit witness intimidation. No, not doing that. Not today, Satan. Let's see. How do I see new? Okay. Let's see. New members. Okay. Okay. Let me see if we have any cash apps here. Yeah, we got Carrie sends $25, goes 5150 get help. Jim Altman, she wrote Jen, but her name's Jim Altman now. Jim Altman has always been a cunt. Yes, they have. They them has. Dominic sends $2 and goes, it was on Zoom. I'm aware of that. Thank you, Dominic. Emily, yeah, where you got that? Cool. Okay. So I need to thank the new people who have joined. Laura's trying to tell me how to do this. So if I go to viewer, is that on the, I don't know how to get to there. Viewer, okay. Go to content, live. Yeah, how do I get to that? How do I get to, I don't know what this is that you've sent me. Hover over the description. Okay. Okay, when I hover over it. Okay, there. Oh, no, she's doing directions here. Okay. So I click on that. Then I go to viewer activity. Oh, and I can see the people who signed up for memberships this time around. So congratulations, new members here. Got a bunch of new members today. Jennifer Mitchell, new member. Lisa Basel, Blessed Buckeye, Chris in Chicago, JLMS, 𝗬𝗏𝗍𝗂𝗍, Carla Peaches. You know, she's been a member for 3 months. Crazy Cat Lady, welcome aboard. She says that Cryford wants so bad to be Kelsey's Turtleboy, but he just can't. He has no charisma. I know. Peachy Puff Pants says, I'm sure from now on, Krusty and everyone trying to take Turtleboy down will align with Justin. Oh, they already have, 100%. Shane is a new member. Welcome aboard. Tracy's been a member for 2 months as child services were not involved at all. I know, it's so inappropriate. Crystal Justice is here. Was not now. Graham has joined. Just a Girl and Callie. Bethy H. Marie has joined. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of new members here. 𝗀𝗃 has joined. Bizarre Bitch and Screen Name 4437 has joined. Oh, and She Likes Texas 12 has just gifted 20 Turtleboy Live memberships, folks. How about that? That's generous right there. That's a lot. So welcome to the new members. 20 of you mofos just became members. If you like being members, you get Friday streams that no one else gets, and you get to have a green thing. It's cool to have, you're like upper class around here. All right. Yeah, that's the thing. You're not supposed to yell at your subscribers. I do everything you're not supposed to do, and I make it work. You know? So, all right, cool. Anyone else got anything to say? Let me just refresh the turtle chat. I don't want to miss anyone. Maybe Steven sent another idea. Lawleen sends $10, goes about a year and a half ago. Kelsey and Officer Noonan reported to a MS scene involving a mother suffering from postpartum depression who murdered her baby before committing suicide. I remember that. It messed them both up, and they both went to therapy over it. I believe it will come up in the trial to go towards his mindset. It could. He's definitely going to have to testify. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to call it a night, folks. But I love all you fine folks. And I wish you guys the best. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Tomorrow's March 1st. New month. Spring's coming around. Enjoy the warmer weather, hopefully. Some of this fucking snow starts melting. And yeah, we'll see you guys all for the next episode of Turtleboy Live on Tuesday. All right? Peace to you, bum crease. Howdy, folks. Brush your teeth.
Top down, riding down Main. It's a clear night. Screens glowing blue. Got the facts in my headlights. Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. 𝗺cie and 𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗃, I'ma read them like Psalms. KP throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear.
fire in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just ride a slow grind.
Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗃. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtleboys riding in the reckoning gon' come. Lally in the back room, 𝗺cie on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. Truth got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame, this about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name.
We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking